Kazjem here. I am the organizer and host of Cities in a Snap. Cities in a Snap is a weekly city building esport that pits 4 players against each other to build the best cities possible they can within a 2-hour time frame. And this weekly event takes a lot of manpower and man hours to run. It was created by Lemon Pops and has now since grown to incorporate me and also a small army of volunteers that help make the event possible. However, the event needs your help and support to continue. This support comes in a variety of ways, such as sticking around during ad reels both before and towards the end of the event each week. You can also subscribe here on the Twitch channel. You can also show your support by directing people to the YouTube videos. You can also use things such as bits and the Patreon link down below. There are a variety of other ways you can help as well. If you want to figure out how you can get involved and help this incredible weekly event, be sure to contact me directly at kazjem@citiesinasnap.com. Thank you so much for your time, and now let's get on with this week's Cities in a Snap. Hello, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day. How is everyone doing today? How are you all doing? Are we hyped for Cities in a Snap? Also, I hope you all enjoyed that new introduction sequence. I hope it came off correctly. We've got just 15 seconds until they're going to build the best ski resorts possible. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, nope, hang on. We got 30 seconds until we start. Sorry, folks. I lied. I forgot I updated the start timer. Fail. But it's okay, Polyphony's on top of it. We're starting in a second. Can we get Kazderps in chat? And we got 3, 2, 1, begin! Now it is rolling, and yes, the timer came up on time. Yes, okay. Couple small things. Sorry, I updated a lot of stuff here on the back end so that we could have a beautiful, beautiful time. Let's go, blame Kaz indeed. F's in chat from the Rat Man. How dare you? I know, right? Just me and Kiggy with the raiding party right as we begin. High five, my friend. Really means a lot. There we go. Thank you so much for that raid. Really means a lot. Would this be a Cities in a Snap without a Kazderp? No, it would not. And this is CK, 6 months on a 5-month streak. High five. Thank you so much for that sub and that support. Because as you heard in the introductory bit, every bit counts. The hype is real, and so is this. And we are still waiting on the Sheik to enter. It looks like the Sheik has not started yet, which is interesting. But it looks like Toady, YPQ, and Usually Working already darting through things. Toady, YPQ, new to the competition, and well, we're going to be discovering more about her, and obviously, Usually Working, a regular here, has a great story for us, and we can't wait to see what he gives us. And then the Sheik, an experienced not season snapper, but a City Skylines player that we are excited to see return to the stage. Hope you're well, participants. Hello there, what's up, Potato Lord? Hope you're doing well. Whoop, another girl, I know, right? Hello, everyone. What's up, Brainless? How are you doing? I hope you are doing excellent and beautiful. Sheik has started, he just did Gangos and forgot to change scene. Oh, come on, Keyboard. I only did that, like, what, 5 times this past week? I did that a lot this week, Keyboard. Maybe there's something in the air. I don't know. Sheik, Kazderp. It's true. Someone go Kazderp him. Building a farm, maybe. Maybe. Anyway, so this map, available with the map command, is actually great because it actually makes you how to work towards the ski slopes. And it makes it to where you have a lot of area for a city to build, and you also have enough slopes where you can actually potentially have multiple slopes, even on the same mountain. It's a really cool map. See this up, where's the Facebook link and the social? I updated it, but I didn't update Polyphony. I didn't restart her this week. So I did do it, I just didn't restart Polyphony. I'd restart her now, but yeah, that would be bad. So at least I did it. I did add it to on lane. I just forgot to restart Plifting because she has to restart to receive those commands. And what's up, AJ? Welcome in. Welcome in. So Kazderp, indeed Kazderp. But it's okay, because she will do her usual reset this week. I had her skip the reset this week because I was doing something at the time. How are you doing, AJ? Hope you're doing well. You're late! You're late, AJ, but that's okay. We love you anyways. Let's go ski resorts. Let's do it again. Restart season snap. Start it again. No! We're not gonna restart it. Why would we restart such a glorious event that's already up and running? And again, we've got 3 participants this week. The Sheik 12, Tony YPQ, and usually _working. Let's go ski resorts indeed. We have Strata talking about Disney and park life. Oops, I know, right? The Sheik. That's right, Christoph. How are you doing, Christoph? It's been a while. Play along with us. Type bingo for your card. Poor Polyphony. She will riot. She probably will riot. She absolutely will. And I also want to take this moment to ask you, what did you think of the visual style of that introductory video? I hope it was pleasing to you. We're actually working on updating a lot of our visuals, and that video is kind of the first bit that was out the gate. We're updating a lot of our scenes, we're updating a lot of our transitions, we're updating a lot of pop-ups, and we're going to make things a lot better overall. First time here, where can I see the rules? Snacksy, you can see the rules over with the rules command. There we go. So let me go ahead and use that here. So if you use rules, boom, you can see all the rules right there. That is the up-to-date rulebook. And basically, you have 2 hours to build. There are a couple of restrictions in place, such as you can't import giant things with Move It, you can't use a pre-built road system, etc., etc. But other than that, it's a very open book, and you have to follow a theme. This week's theme is ski resorts. The end is judged by me, of course, Kazjem, and of course chat as well, because chat is a very worthy part of this vote. Season step, we need a Polyphony riot command. Why would we have that? It was weird to see her face, but not a bad idea after all. Weird to see my face, but you see my face 4 days a week over at twitch.tv/Kazjem. And a tier 1 gift sub from Kitty Claw to Joey's Coffee Cup. High five, really means a lot. Thank you so much, Kitty Claw, for helping support the community. It's a weird face. Host, what's up? Thank you very much for that introductory video. Yeah, Luca, did you miss the introductory video? Darn, Luca, you missed it. We'll see it later on today after the build phase is over. There we go. Alright, it's a weird face. It probably is. There we go. Joey's Coffee Cup. And welcome back to the Cell Club. Enjoy your emotes and whatnot. And Kitty Claude sharing the emotes with chat, of course. Now let's go ahead and start diving in here. And first of all, I think we are going to go ahead and say hello to the Sheik.
Whoa! Am I number 1 on the list? Holy crap!
You are. You're participant number 1. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm nervous as hell, dude. I haven't been this nervous. I was more nervous doing this than I am my first ever stream. Holy crap!
Really? Why is that?
Because it's been a year. I'm seeing all these old faces. It's kind of like I want to stop building and just talk to everybody. It's
wait. Old? Are you calling me old?
No, me. All my old friends in chat. They're all popping up, and I haven't seen them in forever. And I want to stop and just talk to them, but I will get nothing built.
I mean, do any of us really get anything built when streaming cities? Let's be honest about that.
Oh, man.
All right, so why don't you tell us a little bit, because you're new to Season Snap and you're kind of coming back to streaming on Twitch, is that right?
Yeah, I was just talking about it with the ladies and gentlemen in chat. I plan on coming back to stream 2 to 3 times a week. Nothing major, you know what I mean? But I do plan on coming back. So hopefully I don't give myself a bad name and everybody just stops watching me because I wet the bed today. So
well, that's fine.
Fingers crossed.
Heck, I haven't chased them away yet, and I'm the jankiest host that's ever lived. But so why don't you tell us a little about your build style? What can we expect to see from you today?
Some people in the past have said I'm a detailer, but I strive for functionality. I just want to see the busiest city possible. You know what I mean? So like, I zone, like I don't plop every building and stuff like that. I really don't use PO that much. So you'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully, if everything comes together, then we'll see something really nice that everybody can enjoy. But if I've done it right, then it's going to be a pretty active city where people are flying around, cars are everywhere, helicopters are flying. That's me. That's who the Sheik is.
Awesome, man. I'm a man after my own heart. I have a feeling I'm gonna love seeing you back in the category because, man, that's exactly what I like doing whenever I'm streaming. Because, man, I love a good functional city, but I don't shirk the details. Well, I try not to, but you've seen my stream once or twice, you know at this point that I shirk the details all too much. But so, what do you think of the map and your competition today?
Well, the competition is going to be tough. I mean, anytime someone decides they're going to enter a competition, they mean business. So I have respect for everybody, and I think everybody in this group has different build styles, so it'll be very interesting to see how the chat vote responds, because it should be totally different builds from everybody here.
I definitely agree. I think it'll be really different builds in it. We do have a good diversity of styles, and I would actually say 3 aspects of the detailing game, kind of with detailing being not as much the priority, but a thought that you carry through in your case. Detailing being kind of almost the priority is usually working. Then Toady YPQ, from what I've seen, seems to be somewhere in the middle. So it'll be really interesting to see, will people pursue their usual routes, or what happens a lot of the time, will people have to re-strategize and figure out where they go from here?
Yeah, I mean, I guess everyone, when they start getting the countdowns, there's only like 10 minutes left, and if you haven't you have to reprioritize a lot during this competition, you know what I mean? So
exactly.
I just want to make sure I don't spend too much time on one thing. So I technically, in my mind, I have it all mapped out where I should have plenty of time to do everything that I want. So.
Awesome. Well, we'll be checking in with you around the halfway point, but for now, I'm going to expect you to keep on building. We'll be checking in with you later.
Thank you so much for letting me build, and good luck to everybody.
Awesome. And folks, again, this is twitch.tv, The Sheik 12. Go check them out, returning to streaming on Twitch. And now we're on to Toady YPQ. What's up, Toady?
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's a beautiful day, Cities in a Snap Day and whatnot. So,
yeah.
You're new to Cities in a Snap, correct?
I am new to life, it feels, yes.
New to life? That's okay, we're all new to life. I mean, it's Saturday, we've had a long week. But,
yes,
so why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? What can we expect to see in your city for those that are unfamiliar with you?
Okay. Hi, Toady. I love City Skylines, play it fairly often. And I was recently asked by a businessman how and why I got into this game, and I like making things pretty. So I like to take my time typically and slow way down and get details into my cities. And here I am trying to do that in 2 hours.
Well, we have confidence. So what do you try to focus on with trying to make your cities pretty? Because everyone always has their own niche. Like for me, I try to get long, beautiful railways and, the occasional little micro parks. What is your kind of priority with trying to make your city beautiful?
I definitely really, really love the park life asset DLC quite a bit. So making a really beautiful park is a hoot, if you will. And trees everywhere. Do all of the beautiful, lovely trees.
I mean, you gotta be on top of those trees. So, with today's competition, you're up against a couple of pretty good folks. How do you feel about your competition today?
Well, I recently learned that they are, what do you call them? Mega modded gurus of doom or something along those lines.
And what you mentioned earlier, I think, was like Mega Mod Masters, I think it was.
Something wonderful.
Was that it?
Like that.
I don't know. It was the best serendipitous thing ever. Because I kid you guys not, we were talking beforehand. We were kind of just saying, this is the competition. This is how it's going to work. And she just comes up with, oh my goodness, I'm up against Mega Monsters of Doom or something like that. And it's like, this is amazing. Thank you so much. I have a feeling we're going to get along great as a result.
Yeah. So it definitely makes me very nervous, but I mean, good competition is always good. I like to tell myself that I thrive under pressure, and I lie to myself very often. So Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be really cool to see what they come up with. Usually, Twerking says that he's a master at this, so he's the one who I'm looking at with big angry eyes.
Ooh, big angry eyes. Well, we'll look forward to seeing your angry eyes again during the halfway interviews here in a little bit. But for now, we're going to leave you to Bill because you've got a lot to get done in just 2 hours' time.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Anytime. And folks, again, this is twitch.tv/ToadyYPQ. Go check them out today. See if they're the streamer for you. Which brings us to Usually Working.
Oh, that's me. Hello.
Oh, it is? Oh, man, I meant the other Usually Working.
Oh, you know what? I'm used to that by now.
Okay, yeah. But, well, while you're here, why don't you tell us what you got planned for today? You're used to this competition, so I don't need you to introduce yourself to everyone. But what do you think of your competition today? What do you think of the map? You got any special surprises for us today?
Oh, absolutely do. Today, I'm essentially doing PO in a snap. I am pretty much, procedural objects in a snap. I am going to be
You can't
heavily...
do that in a snap. You really can't, I promise.
I know. Listen, Kaz, I know this. But I've got a lot of good plans today. I've been practicing a lot on interior buildings or making things appear as if they have an interior. And so that is going to be today's goal, is to make something that appears as though there is a interior shopping mall within my ski resort. I've already set up a town. Town's going good. It's a big old city just to get some populace in here. And then I'm going to be working on this resort with a lot of props and a lot of procedural objects and details and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully making the best ski resort to go along with the theme, and also just the kind of general idea of a really cool resort place that has a story and a map and a location. Of course, there's always a story at the end. If everyone hangs out, they will definitely be able to hear it.
I mean, that's what I'm looking forward to. I don't know about you. That's where half of your score comes from, is your story. So, it better be good. But...
Yeah, because it's not actually talent or anything. It's just pure story. That's all it is. And I'm used to it by now.
You know, I do have a question, though. So, you're working with PO, and you want to work with it a lot in this time. PO is the actually, I'd say it's the second most time-consuming mod or asset pack on the workshop.
Yeah.
Why are you
absolutely.
choosing to decide that is what you want to do? I mean, at least you're not doing the number one in the snap, but this is still pretty bad.
It is.
You cut off for me.
From what I can gather.
Oh, you're back.
Oh, was I gone?
Yeah, you were gone from stream for a second too, so I think you just clicked for a second. You're back though.
Oh, okay. It's more of a challenge, and I want to be able to create something and have the creativity and the ability to have the level of detail that I want. And PO, I think, is the best way to do that. It's not going to be a lot of PO, but it will be enough to create something unique, something that hopefully people can get inspiration off of. That usually isn't seen on just besides even some hand plopping stuff. It'll be on essentially an entire next level.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to look forward to this because I personally have only tried to do the interior thing once with PO, and it was really simple. It was a train station. I can't wait to see what you come up with because I guarantee it's going to be way better than my attempts.
Well, I would like to hope so. You're a really good player, dude.
Not with PO. Not with PO. The only impressive thing I can do is I can really manipulate the cranes. That's all I can really do. That's impressive.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, awesome. I'm going a little bit further than that.
Yeah, you're going a little bit further. But folks, in the meantime, go check out twitch.tv/usually_working, see if they're the streamer for you, and hopefully he's got the backstory that you desire.
Wait, who's that?
That guy over there to your left.
Okay, all right. I'll make sure he gets on stream.
Yeah, make sure he gets on stream for the halfway interview, because if not, he's slacking.
Yeah, I'll fire him.
Awesome. And folks, with that, we have introduced ourselves to our participants today. What do you think of today's competition, folks? I think it looks pretty good. We've already got the first giveaway rolling, it looks like. What is the first giveaway for? I believe it's for Snowfall. That's right, we're giving away the Snowfall DLC. There we go. Where is it? It's somewhere. It's somewhere up there. I'm pretty sure we're giving away Snowfall. It's not rolling. Oh, never mind. Let's make it roll then. I saw Cuboid type ticket, so I just assumed. So basically, Cuboid's trolling me. Did Kaz just bait chat? Yep, I just baited chat. But you know what? Now it started. The Snowfall giveaway. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry about that. There you go. Alright, there we are. So Cuboid trolled me to make me troll chat. That's what happened. I saw everyone type it, so I joined in. Wait, why did everyone just use ticket? What triggered that? Shout out usually working. It's too confusing. Ticket, bingo. Oh, it was Quarter Pounder started it. Quarter Pounder! Everyone get F's in chat for Quarter Pounder. Baiting everyone. I guess it's F's in chat for chat on behalf of Quarter Pounder. There we go. F. Buffering. Oh, Luca with the buffer monster. Can we get F's in chat for Luca as well? And also, folks, thank you so much for joining us for today's Cities in a Snap event. Of course, we've got 3 participants, The Sheik, Toady, YPQ, and Usually Working, all competing to build the best city they possibly can. And I almost had a special surprise for you today. We almost had our brand new scene set up in, but I didn't quite get it done in time. It was so close, but it just couldn't quite get there. I needed an extra like 30 minutes, but it'll be there for next week, it looks like. I'm so excited for it. So excited. It's going to be great. We had a giveaway for Super Rare Nothing City Skylines DLC. Season Snap, we wanted to troll you, Kaz. Probably. Almost. You had one job. I know, Don. I had one job. And I decided to slack off and go hang out with my wife instead yesterday. We decided to literally just drive around, and we actually followed around the tram lines that they've added in downtown OKC to see exactly where they went. We thought about riding on them, but then we were like, not worth it. Hashtag COVID. Brand new scene setup. Ready for only 3 players. We're actually going to have a lot of modularity with it. So basically the new scene setup, we're going to have a few alterations. We're actually going to have things such as the little scenes that you have there on the border where you see Toady and Usually Working right now, have those properly bordered. We're going to be fixing the super short text box areas. There's a lot of minor things that we've been meaning to get done, but we've been focusing on other things. But now we can get that stuff done. And it's going to be perfect and beautiful. Good morning, Cabes. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Okay, that's allowed. You should do that more often. We do, Don. We do. It's just been very busy lately. As you know, I dragged him out of the house. It's true. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. What are you about to lose control over, Ladendels, if you don't mind me asking? Sounds interesting. Sounds interesting indeed. Anyone playing bingo? I don't know. Is anyone playing bingo? Quarter Pounder, how's your bingo card looking? And also, so far, Sheik has the least amount down. But then again, he has been streaming and playing this game longer than the other 2. He actually pre-ordered the game, so he's part of that OG bunch. So here's hoping that he actually can get what he needs to done. But immediately what I'm kind of seeing in my head is that he's trying to design something like a Park City, Utah type build, where you have a fairly extensive city that gradually transitions into the ski slopes as you get closer to the mountains. And that could be really interesting because he's got a nice, interesting, non-gridded layout with a couple of focal points and a few main roads that intersperse. So I think this could be a very interesting build. We need to keep our eyes open on how this road system develops. There we go. Blinto suspected about ticket. Nice. I just continued on your start season snap. Oh, okay. Sweet. Sounds good. Ah, no caves emotes. Make sure you have the overlay on this time. Ha. Wait. No caves emotes. Make sure you have the overlay on this time. I don't know what you're talking about, Joey's. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I am so very confused. There we go. Well, at least you just have COVID, because we have ash raining down from the LNU complex fire. I still have base was evacuated, but that order has been lifted. Yeah, it's true. I still have 1 word crossed out on bingo. Ooh, that's not good. And then Toady YPQ over here doing a pretty good job of maintaining, it looks like 2 separate city areas. It looks like she might have one that is going to be her industrial sector and one that's going to be her, I guess, more tourism-based area. But we'll have to wait and see because it looks like she actually has a 3rd cell up there. Very curious how this is going to pan out for her, but she is focusing on roundabouts. She's got trams going along, which is a great capitalization of the Snowfall DLC, because obviously that came with the Snowfall DLC, so you might as well embrace it in the Snowfall competition. Great to say yes to the perfect way to end the stream. Sat here enjoying my dinner and perfect and beautiful commentary season stuff. But you did it 5 minutes too late to be able to see the epic new introductory sequence, Kiggy. What a shame you missed it. There we go. Bad mobile. No, you're fine. You're fine. Season snap not for you. Out of context saws. Okay, I'm just really confused, Joey. It's okay. I'm used to being confused though, because my name is Kazim and I get confused every Saturday at 2 p.m. U.S. Central Time. Kiggy, still me here, waiting for you to share. I know, right? Wait, what are you having, Kiggy? Are you having anything delicious? And it does look like over here Usually Working still is focusing mostly on his building. He's got a 23,000 population city that he laid out all in one go. And down here, it looks like he's trying his best to create that indoor shopping area. Again, using a lot of PO, but not manipulating with PO. He's more just using PO to make these fake buildings, which is a great use of the mod without going super in-depth. And he's also doing a good job of trying to kind of save time, using the line tool, things like that, to get the interior all done in a relatively simple manner. Now, something I am curious about is, will he be able to get some pedestrians walking around in there convincingly? And will he be able to get something happening on that upper deck? Because I think that upper deck could be a huge selling point if he manages to get people walking along on it. Apart from road vehicles, do rail also get affected by snow cover? No, rail do not get affected. Peppered steak, chips, hash browns, and baked beans. That is an okay dinner. Trains just eat the snow away, pretty much. I mean, they come with a built-in snowplow. I love it. Usually Working is doing, but 2 hours go by quick. Yeah, he's already spent 25 minutes, but then again, he already has a large city that he can build off of. And if he focuses on this and manages to get it done, he can then say take the last 20 minutes or so and actually go back and redesign the city to make it look a bit more organic instead of super grid like it currently does. Hash browns. Oh my goodness. I had omelet and hash browns for breakfast today. I'm not a big fan of hash browns, not gonna lie. Mr. Tommy, in 5 minutes is not enough to show everything while making wow effect. Exactly, and that's the other challenge. You've got to show us your stuff within a 5-minute time frame. And that's really the big thing, because you have to start realizing that you have to focus really hard on 1 or 2 areas. But that 5-minute time frame could work to Usually Working's advantage, because he can spend a lot of that time just showing us the ins and outs of that central ski resort building that he's building. And I think that's probably what he's planning on, is spending the majority of his tour there. And I wouldn't be shocked if we spend, I would actually say 90% of his tour in that building, because it's already looking splendid. I mean, look at that. You can see the interiors. Let's zoom back in on that. You can see the interiors, you can see all the different shop fronts, and again, very simple. You just start plopping the building, and then you hit, turn into procedural object, and it's bing, bang, boom, all done. We ordered today at Don Lane, but yeah, he does. There we go. Yeah, Harvey Spoilsy, yep. Ignis related, the Snowpiercer series is great. Wait, Snowpiercer? What's that? Season step? Is this a first having someone build something like this in PO during the normal event? I believe it is. I absolutely believe it is. It's not the first hyper detailing, but it is the first use of PO in a mainline event. At least the first extensive use. Obviously, people have used it to, make a statue the right size, or to have 1 or 2 props in just the right position. But this is the first time that we've seen a large-scale PO complex like this. And I'm hoping that's going to pan out well. But again, it's really up to him on how much he wants to bounce between this and a main city. Because chat could very well decide, hey, we want to see a real city, and if he spends too much time here, he could lose that portion of the chat vote. You can all be part of this assignment too, whether you're a new player or an old player like Cashem. Wait a minute, we want you. Type register to join the fun. I'm not old. Wow, they even have the indoor snow machines. Yep, indoor snow machines for the win. I had dinner at a buffet today. Yeah, I'm not brave enough to go to a buffet right now on my show. I'm in a very red zone, like bright red, bleeding red zone. But that's okay. That's why I have Cities in the Snap, to settle all my buffet needs. And it looks like, yeah, he's building up some interior slopes. This is going to be a really hard thing to beat. Dear goodness. Like, initially, on the first few seconds, I was really betting on Toady. But right now, honestly, Usually Working is doing some really unique stuff. And I am super stoked to see where this goes. I didn't like buffets before quarantine, not going either myself. There you go. OMG, I know, right, Morphus? Isn't that great? That is absolutely amazing. And then we've got Sheet getting distracted by chat as always, and Toady actually building up a very convincing resort town area nearby. Next week is the finals! Can't wait to see who the last competitor will be. Ooh, it's gonna be absolutely excellent. Well, topic is a ski resort, not city next to ski resort, so there's no need to even create a town. Well, there's the debate, though, just because keep in mind, the theme is worth double of anything else, true, but that's a maximum of 20 points. There's still a maximum of 10 points that can be allocated for population, 10 points for beautification overall. And if you have a super beautiful ski resort, but a kind of janky town, that's going to drag down your beautification scores, regardless. I mean, your city size, that's also part of the factors here. I mean, if you don't have a city at all, then you get a 0. And a 0 is painful to recover from in the rubric. We only had a couple of 0s in the past in any category, but man, a 0 is really hard to come back from. I actually love cheesecake, filling the fridge. Nice. Why do you have so much cheesecake? Yeah, it's amazing. Go, Tony! Girls rule, boys drool. I think you're biased there, Dawn, not gonna lie. And then Kitty Claw, let's go ahead and end that giveaway in 17 minutes. So in 17 minutes, at the 1 hour, 15-minute left mark, we will be ending the Snowfall giveaway. To go with the ice cream. Oh, well, that works. Cheesecake giveaway. Yeah, it's a giveaway. You just have to drive out to Dawn Lane's house to get it. Either that or she's not actually going to give it to you and she's going to start fighting you for it. Also, remember, folks, next month's theme is Park Life. You can see there on the screen, Week 1, Central Park. Week 2, Zoos and Snap. Week 3, Amusement Parks. Be sure to sign up today to participate. It'll be absolutely beautiful. They look a bit like puzzle pieces sometimes. I like Toadie's road layout. I really do like her layout too, and honestly, right now, I have to say she has probably the most interesting to look at overall city. Whereas, obviously, I think theme-wise, usually working is running away with the theme. He is ridiculously winning that right now. Well, that also makes sense indeed. Well, I could register, but no Park Life. Oh, did you know, Just Me, that Park Life was actually free a few months back? You were able to get it free for a very long time. This sounded kind of like big... What? I don't know what's going on there. I'm waiting for the Disasters in a Snap. Disasters in a Snap is going to be wonderful, because remember, folks, we've got a jam-packed December lineup for you. Week 1 of December, we've got All-Stars. In the next week, we are going to be sending out invitations to people that we feel have performed the best in Season Snap as per the chat vote and overall ratings. Week 2, we've got Hosts in a Snap. That's right, I will be going head-to-head with event founder Lemon Pops, and we will be going head-to-head to see who is the best at building a city between us. And then week 3, we've got a charity event, Disasters in a Snap. Disasters in a Snap is going to be a special event where you can watch people build cities, and you can choose terrain, fire, destruction, and chaos on your favorite or least favorite streamers' cities, all for charity. It's going to be absolutely amazing. You're saving sea turtles, probably. Yeah, I heard that, but I don't like connecting other accounts. Fair enough, just me. Would there be a Christmas in Snap in December? There won't, but November has a holiday lean to it. I haven't finalized November yet, though. I have not finalized it because I'm not finalizing the individual weeks until about a month before. Because basically, the way that I'm starting to do it now is you should know the theme several months out for the month, but then the week-to-week themes will be a couple weeks out not a couple weeks out, about a month out before that month starts, if that makes sense. Els and Crybex, there we go. But if you know are competing, who will host? Actually, my show we're going to be hosting together because we've got some smack talk for each other, and boy, we can't stop talking at each other, so you know, we're basically just going to be hosting ourselves, and it'll be up to chat to decide. Nightlife in a Snap in November, maybe. No one wants that. I think people would want that. There we go. Quarter Pounder, first Saturday nightclub heaven, maybe. I mean, it might be. We don't have a theme yet for the All-Stars. So the All-Stars could end up being a unique one-off, or it might end up being pure sandbox goodness. There we go. You don't know that, Cow's Life. I think you'd be an excellent host. Spouses in a Snap. Oh my goodness, that would be great. Can we do Spouses in a Snap? Cow's Wife, we need to get you in here. Cow's Wife. I think she's running away. I can feel her running away right now. There we go. And you such a right ticket. Nice. With Cow's Wife, having watched Cowsum for almost a year now, she basically just knows what not to do in the game. Exactly. Cybex and Cow's Wife for hosts. Nah, just think of all the stories you could tell us about Kaz. Oh no, that'd be terrifying. That'd be great, Jersey. Griffin, you're a legend. Never change, my friend. High five. And that is a beautiful building set, that casino. I've actually used that casino once or twice before. It's a pretty good one. The only problem I have with it is I like creating dense downtown or nightlife areas, and that one feels like it needs a lot of space around it to be truly appreciated. That's my only problem with it, and that's a more of a me thing. It doesn't actually need that, but I always want to give it lots of room to showcase, because it's a beautiful building model. Absolutely beautiful. All-Stars event to make the biggest Server monument, or the biggest and bestest star. Maybe. Kaz, where is Derp City and Staff? Where Kaz and Jedi compete to build the city, and chat decides who has done the most derps during the build. Potato Lord, Twitch would explode if we did that. Twitch would actually explode. Like, it would just, the servers would die, and City Skylines would cease to function on everyone's computers because there'd just be so much jank in that build. No one would want to see that. Girl power! Go, Toady, go! Casino looks very similar to the casino in SimCity 4. I wouldn't say so. The casino in SimCity 4, to me at least, looks a lot more like the resort hotel in this game. Now, it's just me, though. That is just me. I had 20 hours in this game. Definitely would not be good to compete. But it would have to be spouses who have never played before. Does Caswife count then, Griffin, with 20 hours in the game? That casino looks... There we go. Girl power, go to you go. In 3 hours. Nope, 2 hours clips. I went into her stream before the start and yelled girl stream to Twitch. Girl power. So Kitty and Dawn are really rooting for Toady. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think, how many female competitors have we had? I've been tracking a lot of statistics, but that's a statistic that I have not brought in yet, actually. And I'm trying to think, I think we have 1, 2, 3? Hang on, it has to be more. It has to be more. Because 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, 3! There are 3 women now that have participated. No, wait, that's right, 4 now. Because, yeah, Toadie's the 4th. 20 is fine. Maybe let them stream the week before. Does Cyber Dream count? No. He doesn't count. We still haven't been able to classify Cyber Dream. I'm still convinced that he's a Martian. I'm still 100%. I'd be all for having an all-women's Citizen Snap. That'd be absolutely great. That would be absolutely lovely. And folks, we're going to go ahead and bring in our first interviewee, the legendary Kiggy85. What's up, Kiggy?
Hello.
So, what do you think of this week's competition?
Very interesting. Usually working is really... I did not see that coming. Doing a whole PO build of an interior sort of mall is very exciting to see. I want to see how he manages to pull this off.
I think it'll be pretty good. I'm really looking forward to it. I do believe it'll... I mean, it's definitely a first, and I think it'll get him a lot of points, at least in the theme. But again, he might lose in the other categories if he spends a little too much time here. But then again, now that he's started this build, he really has to see it through. Otherwise, that's just dead time that you can't really recover at all. I mean, do you think you'd be brave enough to try it?
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Well, maybe one day.
I want to get Amsterdam under my belt first, I think.
You think? Oh, well, you don't need Amsterdam. But, so also another thing, Kiki, what do you think of December's lineup of special events? Are you looking forward to it?
Oh, of course. Of course.
What week are you looking most forward to?
Well, hosting a snap, of course. It's going to be nice to see you and Lemon going up against each other. I think that's going to be such a great event, and the fact that you're going to be commentating as well together whilst you're doing it, it's going to make it even more hilarious, I think
it'll be really interesting. And the one thing where I'm still trying to decide is if we should be able to see each other's builds at the same time. I'm leaning towards no, but I also almost think there'd be a funny comedic effect to that if we were able to pull something like that off. But we're still working out the details, but it'll be absolutely legendary regardless.
Yeah, so that could be an interesting twist, I suppose, because you could be putting down something and then Lemon Pops just turns around and like makes a dig at you for doing that or something. It could change your mind and things like that. That could be quite good.
Wow. And look at this. Usually working is now building that obligatory piano in the middle of the pedestrian shopping mall that seems to always be there. At least here in the States, like all of the interior malls, there's always at least one of the areas that has just a piano that almost no one ever plays, but is there. And it's just so confusing to me. I love it, obviously, as a musician, but part of me is also just like, why is it there if no one ever uses it?
I can understand that. It's one of the train stations near here. They have a piano as well, which is all sort of locked down, but people can go and play on it. But I've never seen anybody use it.
Right, exactly. Now, this is something else interesting. Do you think he is going to remember or have time to get pedestrians up top, like walking around the upper plaza? Because I mentioned at the beginning, I'm going to be really happy to see him utilize that, and he is utilizing it, but the real question is, will he actually get pedestrians walking along in there in a convincing fashion? Do you think he's got the time and the remembrance to do such a thing?
Well, I mean, it's still an hour and 22 minutes to go, so he's definitely got the time. It's just how he achieves that, which is going to be the interesting thing, whether he makes use of, like, invisible paths or something like that to give the effect of people actually going there.
Right, and now, the next thing we have here, this is actually very interesting too. Toady. Toady is just and I'm actually looking through now to confirm, Toady is officially the third participant, not the fourth, the third female participant for Cities in a Snap. We almost have enough where you could have an all-girl Cities in a Snap, which I would love to do. What do you think of that?
Yeah, that'd be quite an interesting thing to do, definitely.
I mean, I know Dawn and Kitty are chanting in chat for girl power, so...
I've noticed.
Yeah, I've noticed too.
It does seem that the category does have more male participants, that's for sure. It would be nice if we could change that a little bit.
Yeah, maybe this will help encourage, because again, I mean, you get fresh perspectives no matter what, based on your background, based on your, in this case, gender, based on all sorts of stuff. I mean, one detailer can do one thing, another can do another, and it is proven that, you know, a lot of people that are, you know, female gender will think of things different from the male gender whenever you're told, hey, do something like this, and there's just different ways of looking at things. And I think that would be a really great way, especially in a final, to be able to sit there and see, okay, here's what the women did here, here's what the men did here, and then here's how it looked at the end. And I think that would actually benefit everything, and maybe it would get a few of our female friends to start streaming in the category a little more often. Hint, hint, wink, wink. I want to see more of you in the category. Come on, you know you want to.
I'd have to agree with that, definitely. It's amazing how the difference between a male's point of view and a female's point of view in things is just amazing. So, yeah.
And actually, Dawn Lane did just remind me, so if you do count last year, so before we started this current iteration of Cities in Snap, Ezeli did participate. So this is the fourth total. This is the third in the Cities in Snap 2.0, but fourth in total. My apologies. I forgot to take into account Ezeli from the before Kaz times. There we go.
Yeah.
Exactly, Mighty-O.
Ezeli did quite a small town build, if I remember correctly, on the coast. I can't remember.
Yeah, I've looked back at the old videos from Lemon Pops, and it was a small kind of coastal town. It had a lot of, you know, obviously details and a lot of kind of fun little just kind of scene setups is what I call them. Just like there's something interesting here, and you can kind of put together your own story of why this is that way. You know, why is this road need nowhere? Why is this lot abandoned? Little things like that, and that really just helps the city pop, you know?
No, definitely. Should be a good candidate for details in a snap.
She would be. She would be. She was contacted early on in the competition, or early on in this version of the competition, and I'll have to see if she wants to participate again in Details in Snap. Because of course, folks, we have a couple more Details in Snap events coming up on October 3rd and January 2nd. That's right, we've got lots of those coming up, so be sure to let us know today if you want to participate. And also, a brief reminder that if you want to participate in something, be sure to register today. And also, if you want to see more of these type of events, make sure to, you know, vocalize your support, tell us what you want to see, and let us know what you like about the events, what you don't like about the events. You can let us know here in chat, you can let us know over in the Discord, you can let us know in any number of ways what you think is going on here. There we go. And Kiki, final words here from you before I let you go again. So, as far as competition, are you quaking in your boots seeing what's going on screen yet? Because you're in the finals this month.
Yes, I am. I'm not quaking in my boots, but I'm trying to think of a game plan of what I'm going to do next week.
So you're concerned?
I suppose, yeah, concern's one term. I've been so focused on the Amsterdam build that I've not really put any time or thought into what we're gonna do for the final yet.
It'll be great. I can't wait. I mean, because obviously the final is just going to be Snowfall and a Snap, so just embrace all the things. So it's going to be a nice wide net for you guys. And I can't wait to see what you guys do with it. But anyways, we're going to let you go. Folks, again, this has been Kiki85. You can catch him streaming, again, allegedly, at twitch.tv/Kiki85.
Allegedly.
Do you blame me?
No, it was 2.5 months break, wasn't it? One thing I remember in the final, though, some heating pipes. I do know I forgot them last time round.
Yeah, you did. It's okay. It only affected your score a little bit. Like, I don't know if you looked at the scores, but it only cost you like a couple of points, I think, in the end. So it wasn't the end of the world, but yeah, it could have made a difference.
I'll have to go and have a look over them.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Kiki. Thanks for dropping in for a quick little interview, and we'll be chatting with you later, friend.
Cool. Enjoy, everyone.
There we go. Now I can drag him away. Sorry, I was like trying to drag him away in Discord, and he was just like staying there for whatever reason. You gotta love it. Lego CIS, I want that. What would we do for that? Was that a proposition for Dawn Lane? I don't know. There we go. We need Lego Cities and Snap. What would Lego City and Snap be, Potato Lord? Let me know what you think it would be, and maybe we can look into it. Excited for Zoos and Snap next month. I never made a zoo. I need some inspiration. Ooh, there are some good zoos out there, and actually, someone who, he doesn't stream much anymore, but there is a guy, Fox Conscience, that used to build beautiful, beautiful zoos, and I've tried to emulate that, but I just can't do it. He's so passionate about the animals and all that, that he was just always able to make zoos that rocked your world. Those rules don't say anything about the... I want to know about the building rules, like mods, assets, DLC. Mighty Zero, that's because that's open-ended. You can use any mods, assets, or DLCs you want, with the exception of those couple of tools from Move It. Because, again, it's very open-ended. You can use as few or as many as you want, and we have had vanilla players beat modded players. We have console players that make me cry, like, with what they're able to do. No, you can use Move It. But there's a Move It function import that we have just banned from the competition because you could theoretically build a road network and then just import it in one go. You could build an entire city and then import it in one go. So we decided to just ban the tool, even though most of the time it is used for just, hey, I have this cool intersection, or hey, I built this custom plaza. But we've just decided it is easier just to ban the tool altogether because it just opens too many avenues for cheating, unfortunately. Oh, I got you. Thanks for answering. Anytime, Mighty Zero. That's what I'm here for. Because I'm your host, Kazjim, and I am here to make sure that you all understand what's going on, commentate on what's happening, and try to figure out a little bit more in-depth information. Whether a rookie, console player, detailer, or just want to have some fun, CIS wants you to register today using the register command. Okay, I'll play. There we go. What is it, though? Last call for the giveaway. The giveaway is ending, and the giveaway is Gratham Me. Congratulations, Gratham. You win the Snowfall DLC. Congratulations, my friend. 2 Brits in the final. Hype. Really, Joey? I think usually working is leaning more towards details than stat. He is definitely leaning more towards that, but again, he could theoretically win the main event here. Hashtag rigged. Always rigged. It's always rigged towards who brides me the most, and he's bribed me the most in the last couple days. So, you know what? Gratham won. That's how it works. There we go. Yeah, but he can always give it away himself, Mighty Zero. And that is okay with us because we want to help the community as a whole. Whether you are watching Season Snap, whether you are a Sheik viewer, whether you only watch the Kaz streams, whether you watch Maestro whenever he streams, whether you watch So Ever Dream, we want you all to benefit. We want the entire community to get better from it. And Minxie Rose, 4 months streak, high five. Thank you so much for that support. It really means a lot, and it really helps drive the event forward. Can we get some love for the newest returning member of the sub club? There we go. Sam, why don't you compete? Who's Sam and why aren't they competing? When is the next CIS scenario? The flood was real and awesome. It was really awesome. Blinto, we don't have it on the schedule right now, but we are entertaining the idea of having a second event during the week, but we need to see a little bit more support and able to make that happen. And we also need a little bit more on the participant side, because right now we've got just enough participants to do what we need to with the main events, and we would need basically just more recruits. So if you want to see it happen, get people recruiting, let people know, listen to that introductory video that had a bunch of information about kind of what we need in order to improve the event further. Everyone makes you, how do you do? Mighty he does. What's going on here? I don't know. Let's see here. Wait, what's going on here? Pimp Daddy, this is Cities in a Snap. This is a weekly city building esport in which we have 3 or 4 people competing to build the best city they can in just 2 hours time. This month's theme, Snowfall. This week's sub-theme is Ski Resorts. And we've got 3 participants, the Sheik 12, Toady YPQ, and Usually Working, competing to build the best city with a ski resort that they can. Does that answer your question for you, Pimp Daddy? Let me know if I can answer any more questions for you. Joyce Coffee Cup, I would guess so, as you wouldn't be able to take part otherwise. True. Wait, is there anyone watching Kaz's streams? Probably not. Gratham has competed. It's true. Manxie, how do you do? There we go. He hasn't participated for a while because he's a slacker. Once we had 2 competing. There we go. We all talk about that, Chris. There we go. Golf! What about golf there, Jay? What about golf? There we go. Would be hard for me otherwise. There we go. Hiking support CS. Follow, sub, donate, give away merch, or join the back end to help with expanding our community. But the best way to support CS is to introduce a friend to the competition. Indeed. Wait, Move It Mod isn't... No. Move It Mod is allowed, Quarter Pounder. Just the import function is not allowed. Move It allowed, import function not allowed. There we go. It is. Just importing isn't allowed. Yep. We all want Gratham back in CIS. There we go. Gratham took part in the Green Cities event against me, Captain Ice, and someone else. Oh, yeah, that's right. Move It is allowed. There we go. Just not the import. I didn't know there's an import function in Move It. Well, there you go. Wait a sec. There's a mod that lets you modify the number of families in one building. It's made for more realistic play, but I think you could use it to fit more people in building at once. Is it banned? It is not banned, because that actually adds a lot of detriments to your game as well. Such as, A, it's more performance on your CPU. B, you've got to deal with a lot more traffic. And C, that's a lot of time that you have to sit there fiddling with stuff. And also, that's only really going to help you out with the population category. Because keep in mind, this is why we have the rubric. Population is worth a maximum of 10 points. City size is worth a maximum of 10 points. Beautification, 10 points. Detailing, 10 points. The theme, 20 points. And we use all of that to try and determine kind of the best city overall without leaning too heavily into one category, because it shouldn't always be the thing that the biggest city possible beats a small city if that small city is objectively better in every way. And that is the best way we can think of to balance that. Or you could just spam house cubes. Theoretically, yes. There we go. Nightworks, don't worry, have bullied him into at least registering. It's true. It's true. There we go. Remember to join our Discord. Thank you, sweet tea, to see what's happening and will give us suggestions on things you'd like to see. Just type Discord. Indeed, short answer. Not banned. Probably not worth the effort. Exactly. So, copy, paste, and move it is allowed? Yes, it is allowed, Screen Gazer. It is 100% allowed because, again, that's something that you're doing all within the competition. And the reason that I import is banned is not because it does stuff like, allows you to make your job easier, but because it actually takes preparations that you've done outside of the event and makes that available to you within the event, if that makes sense. I had 1.5k population last week. It's true. It's true, Joey, and you did a fantabulistic job. Oh, okay, I understand, though. There we go, Screen Gazer. Let me know if I can help you with any more questions. That is why I'm here, of course. And, folks, we've got about an hour and 9 minutes left. And in about 9 minutes, we're going to be opening the second giveaway. The second giveaway is for subs only. And Kitty Claude, what are we giving away for the sub-only giveaway this week?
That's what we're all about here at Synthetic Dawn Radio. If you can't keep yourself surrounded
Sorry, I had to get a quick drink there.
friends, then what's the point of it all?
Because Chris with a shocked face. I don't know what the shocked face is for. The Japan content... Ooh, Modern Japan for the win. Red Bun, what's up, my friend? Hope you're doing well. I'm indeed doing well, my friend. Season Snap, I posted the idea in Discord. I don't know how practical it would be due to the changes needed. We will take a look at it, Potato Lord. I will take a look at it, and we can even talk about it. Because, folks, every week after this event, I hang out in Discord for a while in voice chat. We talk a little bit about the event, how it went, how it can go, new ideas people have. And that hour or so after the stream ends is one of the best times to dump your ideas on me, to come, we can hash out ideas. That's where we have decided a lot of the changes that have happened to Cities and Snap as a whole. And Cities Dork with the gift sub to Screen Gazer. High five. Really means a lot. Thank you so much for that gift. It really means a lot. Can we get some love in chat for Cities Dork? There we go. And did you know that we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the cool things, better than the Kardashians? It's true. We're also on YouTube. Be sure to let your friends know to go check out YouTube. Also, be sure to go like each of those YouTube videos as they come up, so that we can start expanding this community beyond just Twitch. Because that's right, folks. We are trying to expand. We are trying to grow. And we are trying to make sure that this community is the best community on Twitch, if not the interwebs. But that'll happen later. Oof, traffic jams. Yeah, a few traffic jams from Toady, and I think a lot of it is move-in traffic, because she did a lot of her zoning all in a couple of big swaths, so I'm fully expecting her to have some traffic jams now, but in about 20 minutes time, by the time we interview her, I'm betting, the traffic will be mostly gone. Because that's all move-in traffic. That's just people coming in. You can see the houses building. You can see the little kind of tax markers coming up. So it's all going to disappear in a short amount of time. So do not panic yet, Eclipse Chris. Don't panic yet. This is your Twitch community. Join us in expanding this wonderful community. Bring a friend. Thank you for the follow there, Red Bun. Really means a lot. Thank you so much for joining the Cities in a Snap community. Kaz, what are your thoughts on Flight Simulator 2020? I think it's a beautiful game. I'm a little sour that they wouldn't let me play it the day that it launched, because I was one of the people that was affected by a login issue. But I finally got in it the other night, and oh my goodness, I am in love. It is so beautiful. It's been so long since I've played Flight Simulator. It is an absolutely beautiful game, and I might be sharing it with you guys on YouTube a little bit. I don't know. Tourist towns always have traffic problems. True. Me panic? Never. Only when competing. I mean, you are correct about that. There we go. Why stop at one? Exactly! Minxie has the right idea. See, Minxie brings 2 friends every week. That's the way Minxie does it, because Minxie is a pro. The game is 150 gigabytes. Yeah, it's 150 gigabytes. It's not that much, though. I mean, I've got like 10 terabytes of storage inside my machine, so I'm not too worried about it. Flight Simulator and stuff in a Snap. How would you do Flight Simulator in a Snap, exactly? Not really sure how we would do that one. I'm curious how you think we would do it, but yeah, I'm not sure how. Let me know if you need help in flying on Flight Simulator 2020. No, I don't need help flying. What I need to do is I need to adjust some settings on my flight stick, because I have the kind of older Logitech flight stick and it does a pretty good job, but it's also been heavily used a lot for music making, so it's got a few little bumps in it, and I'm hoping that opening it up and cleaning it will solve those issues. With procedures and flight computer settings. Oh no, I'm fine with that. Who fly more distant in 2 hours? Me, maybe. Just do an airport, custom planes, etc. Maybe prepare a flight cam with some mods. Maybe. Then go, okay, it's thundering and lightning here. Going to go for a bit. Remember, everyone, to register and compete to have some fun. Oh, and play the bingo. Dawn, we will see you soon, my friend. Stay safe. Stay out of the storm, and also, we will see you on the other side of the storm. Can we get some love and chat for Dawn Lanewell, the magnificent moderators keeping this event afloat? And keeping it running on a week-to-week basis by being here, helping moderate, and of course, yelling at me during the week to make sure I do my job. There we go. Alright, Minxie, are you planning on entering soon? I think Minxie Rose should enter soon, but I'm a little bit biased, personally. Just checking, Mr. Tommy. Yeah, exactly. Way too soon. Way too soon. There we go. There's that love for Dawn Lane from AJ. And also, it does look like Sheik down here is actually trying to build into the mountainside a little bit. And I'm curious, is he going to try and smooth out the area? Or is he going to go for kind of a key wall type thing, a retaining wall? I would personally like to see a retaining wall rather than smoothing the whole thing. But that's just a little bit of bias because I love a good retaining wall system. And I think this is the perfect opportunity to have that. And also, that ski lift asset pack that he's using, very beautiful. I don't remember who made them on the workshop, but they are absolutely beautiful. And they look so good. And they also, shockingly enough, they're actually very lightweight. And I think it's because they actually reuse a lot of the game's baseline assets. Whereas opposed to a lot of other systems that'll add something that's kind of just a little bit too much extra, so to speak. This one actually really hits the head and actually does a good job of giving you the new stuff, without causing too many issues. Airports in a snap. Airports would be fun. Does someone want to come set up my PC for something? Lol, that's the only way I'm joining in. I would come set it up for you, Kitty Claude. I think I should absolutely not enter. I think you should, Minxie. Gareth, Anzur's in a snap? That'd be uber competitive. Anzur's in a snap? Nah, agree with Kazgem. I know, right? Blinto just ordered Season Snap mugs, Season Snap t-shirts. Blinto, well done! Season Snap mugs and t-shirts, be sure to post pictures whenever you get that. Because we've sent out a lot of those, but for some reason, nobody's sent me pictures, and it makes me sad. There we go. We've got like 24 of those mugs out and about right now, and not one person has sent us a picture of it. There we go. Maps in the snap with interchange quality on the rubric. Ooh. See, and that's something I want to do sometime, Gareth. In fact, we've had a really cool idea for a 5-hour event sometime, where the first 2 hours are maps in a snap, and then the middle hour is kind of talk show, break type thing, and then the last 2 hours are Cities in a Snap proper. That's kind of a weird idea that we've had. Joe, was it built on rock and roll? Probably. Nice idea, Saves Door. Could do a month of different transports, airports, trains, trams. That's a good idea, Sweetsy. We can definitely look into doing that. I do love the transport idea, because we've done some that are transit-oriented, but we haven't done any that are quite that hyper-focused. Using the map that was made. Exactly. Using the winning map that was made. I think that would be absolutely excellent. 5-hour event? Jedi would love that. You could do that, and the winning map is one played on later on. Exactly, Kiggy. That's what the idea would be. And we would kind of do the judging of it during the little talk show bit in the middle. We'd spend like 30 minutes determining which map we liked best. And we'd have to make some limitations, like, hey, you can only have X amount of mods and assets to make the map. That would make it a lot easier for us to rate and all that. But either way, I think it would be an excellent idea. Grathamy, Divine Great, maybe. It's okay if you don't want to. If I knew my computer could handle it, I'd consider it, but my laptop is too old. It'd be a fun one time. I think Kazwife should do it. I think Kazwife should absolutely do it. And I wish I could build her a computer to make that a thing. Yep, wanted me a mug and a t-shirt. I heard you get an extra caffeine boost while drink from a CIS mug. You do. You get 12% extra caffeine per sip. Roughly. It varies based on age and body type, but it's about 12%. Ah, there we go. Lend her yours. I wish I could, but then who would host Cities in a Snap? Oh my goodness, that's the problem there, Gareth. That is the problem. I've never seen you make a map before. That'd be cool. That would be really cool. Actually, one of our regulars here, Maestro, has streamed several times himself making a map, and I'm hoping that his computer will behave again so that he can make maps on stream again, because I love that. He did it at least once or twice. Or Polyphony could host it. You could host it from a laptop. Gareth, I actually can theoretically host it from a laptop, but the problem is whenever I host it from a laptop, it still has to window into this PC. So there isn't a way for me to fully host it on my laptop because there's a lot of media now. There's a lot of videos that have to roll, things like that. And that would be a little difficult, and the scene transitions and all that. That would be a little rough for me to do, unfortunately. I do wish I could, though. How did that happen, Gratham? And a giveaway has started now for Japan Content Creator Pack. And folks, we are now past the 1 hour mark. 1 hour remains. There we go. Can we get some hype in chat for 1 hour remaining in Cities in a Snap ski resorts? Get the hype in chat. Use exclamation mark ticket. Has Kaz ever gone skiing? No, Kaz has not gone skiing. Halftime interviews. It's about that time. You know what time it is, folks. We're going to start our interviews, of course, with player number 1, the Sheik. What's up, my friend?
Hey, what's going on? You're back already.
I am. I'm back. Did you know that you are halfway through your time elapsed?
Yeah, I do. I know. I do know that.
Okay, well, that's good. So, what are you feeling? Do you feel like you're ahead of schedule, behind schedule? Do you feel like you're, maybe right at schedule, or do you feel like you really don't know?
No, I think out of all the practice runs that I've done, I am ahead of schedule, to be honest with you. But my thing was, the stuff that I wanted to do is made more for like a sloper, like not as steep of mountains. So I have to regroup and try to change some things up a little bit. So that's what I'm in the process of doing right now.
Awesome. Well, so you've done a pretty good job, and actually, the road layout reminded me. I was telling chat a lot of Park City, Utah, a city like that where you have a few main streets that are kind of right at the base of the city, and a lot of windy, small streets in the middle, and then you have a few lifts and a couple of really dangerous roads that lead up to the resorts proper. Do you have any particular inspiration points that you're using for this build?
Well, the whatchamacallit, what you saw down there, that is actually from the tutorial from Titan on the City Skylines YouTube page. I followed his How to Build a European City and did that. So that's where that was. I just basically what I'm trying to do is recreate James Bond for Your Eyes Only when they were in Cortina, Italy for the ski slopes.
Ah.
So that's what this is. That's the inspiration. That's the inspiration for that. So.
Well, I can definitely see that. I can definitely see kind of the layout of that and the contour of that, and I'm hoping that it pans out because that could be a really inspiring looking build. And that resort piece that you picked for the top there, absolutely beautiful for that. Absolutely beautiful. You picked just the right one, I think.
Thank you. I think the thing that I have to make sure that, like Chris Eclipse Chris said it just a minute ago, I can't get caught up in small details or I'm gonna flunk out of this thing.
I mean, I don't know. You got 56 minutes. You can get as detailed as you want in that time. But so as far as your layout and all that, have you had to change your plan any? Have you run into any little snags in your build strategy that have caused you to have to rethink, or has it pretty much been as smooth as possible for you?
No, it's just this right here because basically, if I wanted to ski slopes, I want it to be white snow and not rocky. So from a look perspective, it's bothering me, but from a functionality perspective, it'll still work. It just won't be perfect, and that's the struggle that I've always had. You can ask people that know. I'll get hung up on something forever, and then a stream will turn into a 24-hour parking lot session. So those are the demons that I have to conquer if I'm going to finish this build.
Oh, I have confidence that you'll finish it. That's not a question at all for me. But really quick, so how's it feel to be getting your sea legs kind of by fire? I mean, trial by fire for returning to streaming. I mean,
I think the talking with everybody has been unbelievable. I just feel bad that I feel bad because I can't talk to everybody. Hey, King Langawang. I can't talk to everybody because I need to concentrate on the build. So I feel bad for that, which I probably should have planned it where I did a stream beforehand. So I keep apologizing to them, and that's the one thing I feel bad about is that. So I wish I had planned that part a little bit better so I could give them more time. But in September, I'll have plenty of time to hang out with everybody. So there you go.
Exactly. Again, folks, this is twitch.tv/thesheik12, participating in CIS as his grand return to streaming, of which he's coming back to relatively full-time, I believe, in September.
2 or 3 days a week.
2 or 3 days a week, okay. That's full-time streaming. 3 days a week is full-time streaming. So you know what? Yeah, full-time streaming. You'll be back. It'll be absolutely great. Go check him out, twitch.tv/thesheik. And let's hope that his James Bond-inspired ski resorts turned out exactly the way he plans.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Indeed. And now on to Toady YPQ. What's up, Toady?
Not YPQ. How are you?
Pretty good. It's a beautiful day and all that. So, season snap. You're about halfway through. Do you feel like you're on pace? Do you feel like you're falling behind? Do you feel like you're doing pretty well? What's your thought process right now?
Well, before I guess voice met the other two kind folks, I thought that I had a chance, and now I feel less so. I think as far as my plans are, I feel like I'm doing okay on pace wise, but my plans didn't include thinking. Oh God, words are so hard. thinking that I was like such a lower caliber, I guess. So I feel like I really want to step up my game now. So that is where the trick is going to be.
Well, I mean, everyone's stepping up their game. I mean, all three of you are saying pretty much the same thing of, yeah, you know, this is going to be a bit more rough than I imagined. And so I think that's a good thing because we've got three people that are all good in their own individual aspects, and you all are competing against each other within a relatively narrow field of focus. And I think that's going to be really interesting to see your guys' takes on this. And already I will say you're doing a few things. I won't tell you what, obviously, but you're doing a few things that only you are doing. And I think that's going to be really beneficial. And the next thing I have is actually, so as far as kind of how you feel about the event, like, are you kind of starting to feel the pressure of the event, or is it starting to kind of settle in a little bit for you?
I felt the pressure of the event as soon as this kind gentleman named I Am the City's Dork said, "Hey, Toady, there's this thing that happens. Maybe you would be interested in it." And then I went, ah. But yeah, I think one of my biggest struggles is like not looking at my chat. And I see them all there, and I see them like here, ready to support me and all that sort of thing, and they're being super wonderful. So that makes me put more pressure on me to do well and succeed and all that kind of thing. So ultra mega pressure.
Awesome. I mean, that's to compliment the Mega Mob Masters, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So, as far as your idea and theme, so I mean, what's the kind of inspiration you're going with for this city? It's a very interesting, very beautiful city, very much. I can see this kind of being in maybe the central eastern slopes of the Rockies type thing. So, what's your inspiration for it?
You just about nailed it, sir. I am Canadian. I have been to Whistler a time or two. And so when I think of a ski resort, ski hill, I always think of Whistler. So Whistler's definitely my main theme. I have family out west. I always think of them when I want to grab my snowboard kind of thing. So definitely trying to pull some inspiration from that for like the maybe bigger conglomerate action happening. But then my folks also live across the highway, I guess you would call it, from a like a ski slope hill, a very small one, small town, small buildings, like lots of grandmas, grandpas going there kind of thing. So that's my inspiration for the smaller town part of it.
Awesome. And out of curiosity, so you're actually laying out your transport infrastructure, which, first of all, bravo on doing that. You'd be shocked how many people forget that during this event. But what's your strategy for doing that? Because you did it in an interesting format that doesn't kind of fit either the battery or the line method. What's your method for doing your routes like that?
Well, you fancy folk have names for your methods. My kind of logic behind the way that I'm getting these laid out is that I've got I would say a couple different like satellite areas or whatever to my city. There's some very specific areas, and I'm trying to basically connect them as best as possible while being in the biggest rush possible. So that's sort of where I'm at.
Awesome. Well, definitely is turning out really well. And thank you for giving us a little bit of insight into that. Because, again, public transport is one of those weird things where there is no one-size-fits-all approach. And it's all about what you're comfortable with. And you're obviously comfortable with that method. And it seems to work pretty well. And we'll hope that it does pan out in the end.
Perfect.
Awesome. And again, folks, this is twitch.tv/ToadyYPQ. Go check her out, see if she's the streamer for you. And we'll be looking at her city here at the end in just about 48 minutes or so.
Okay.
The pressure's on.
Thank you.
And now we are on to usually working.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, that's you. Oh, it's the right one this time. You had some imposter that was here earlier. Are you aware of that? Or? Oh, okay, good.
Yep, he was being kind of a loser. What a nerd.
Oh, okay, yeah, you got rid of him. Good. Because I didn't want to say anything, but I could smell him from here. It was pretty bad.
Well, hey, the showers are dangerous.
Obviously, to him, I think they were. But, so, you're doing a really good job at this shopping center. I've been really excited about it. I was actually had Kiki in here earlier talking about it, and we were talking about how brave you are doing this. And also, I'm just sitting here in my head just thinking, how long is it until someone tries to do Caesar during Season Snap at this point? Because, I mean, we're now only one step removed from doing it.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Essentially, yes. Although I refuse to use the SUR, I'm not going to use it. Parking lot roads is as best as you're going to get from me.
Oh, no, I'm the same with Caesar. I think Caesar does good things in right situations, but I feel it's a little bit too locking in for what I want to do, if that makes sense. A little bit too limiting. And I feel like a lot of people have the same idea, particularly those of us that like to design super funky and functional intersections. So, yeah. Anyways, you're doing a pretty good job here, so why don't you tell us a little bit about this shopping mall and kind of what your ideas are here, because it's looking really, really good. Or your shopping center, I should say, at the base of the slopes.
Yep, and so it's part of a huge grand resort. I'm not going to give away too much, but Workington Ski Resort, I'll let you know that much at least. And the Workington Ski Resort is actually located about 40 miles from Anchorage, Alaska, in a resort town. So there's a little bit of story behind that. And yes, I wanted to make sure that I had an interior of a building, which was the biggest thing I wanted to do. Was let's do something crazy, add an interior, put most ski resorts, modern ones at least. So this is a very modern ski resort. We'll have a lot of fine dining. This is kind of an upscale resort. So there's live music, fine dining. You can buy a Lamborghini. It's on display. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. And I wanted to make sure that I could kind of create a story that probably hasn't been told before, especially even though we've done details in a snap that's very story oriented. This one is going to be a direct, like, oh, hey, not only are you looking at the building, but we're going to take a tour of the inside and see the actual amenities that someone has. And it's very time consuming, but it's I've been practicing a lot, and it's oh, Siri, not you, get out of here. Yeah, I've been practicing a lot and having a lot of fun. Also building a really cool half pipe ramp. So there's going to be a professional skate park here, or excuse me, a professional snowboarding park. So there's even more story to add on to it. And it looks very barren, of course, because I am doing heavy modded and heavy assets. So, of course, frames are not friends of mine. And I want to make sure that I can still play through as much as I can. So probably around the 10-minute mark, I'm going to actually put down a lot of the terrain and a lot of the trees and stuff, and it'll fill right back in. It's going to look absolutely gorgeous.
Awesome. I can't wait for that. And then really quick, we've had a question from chat. A little unorthodox for me to ask this during these midpoint interviews, but I'll go ahead and ask it just because I think it's interesting. The blue boxes behind you, what you got there?
Oh, so this is actually in a alphabetically and specially designed sorting system. And so it starts with USB-A, USB-C, HDMI, DVI, what is it? But so essentially all of these blue boxes are different parts. And the bottom ones at the lower, I have another Go XLR on standby. I have extra mics, extra phones. So this is essentially everything that you could run a stream except for probably like a whole company. But I am a hoarder when it comes to electronics. I like my technology. And so that's what it is. And it's got cool lights on it because I put LED lights on it. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I already kind of figured that's what it was going to be because I have the same thing but in my closet instead. So I was like, yeah, it's probably the same.
I put lights on it. So if you have, it's the rule of LED. If you have RGB on something, it needs to be on display.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
Well, either way, best of luck. Folks, it's twitch.tv/usually_working. Go check them out, see if they're the streamer for you. And we will be checking in with you at the end of the build cycle.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll see you guys later.
Awesome. All right, folks, so there we have it. Our halfway interviews are done. They are complete. What are we feeling, folks? Do we feel like anyone's pulling ahead? Do we feel like anyone's falling behind? Do we feel like you have a favorite currently? What is going on in your heads, chat? Get me inside your head. Kaz is couldn't dispute. Exactly. Holy hecko, I don't even have one. Yeah, I don't even have one Go XLR. I'll say that. Like, and people who say that you absolutely need one to stream, I'm offended. Absolutely offended. Wow, that's actually amazing. I know, right? That is insane. Holy hecko. There we go. My tech storage is really just a big box with lots of dust and mixed up wires. Am I the only person who sees RGB lighting as obnoxious and waste of electricity? You're my favorite Kaz Gem. And you're my favorite Mr. Tommy. You're my absolute favorite Mr. Tommy, as long as it's not Tuesdays. Tuesdays, you're not my favorite Mr. Tommy. But other than Tuesday, you're my favorite Mr. Tommy. First Giggy, and now the Sheik CAS really does bring back the city's legends to streaming. I know, right? Elves for win. Wait, what? There's no elves here. What are you talking about, Ratman? But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Right now, I have to say, I think it's possible that they're all three pretty neck and neck, because whereas I feel usually working as the best individual build, I feel like Toady has the best overall kind of thematic concept, but I think that Sheik has the best potential for wow factor with this, because if he manages to really nail it, he's going to do a really fabulous job, but it's all up to him if he can get it done in time. Can I vote for Polyphony? She's doing an awesome job of keeping us outdated? Audited? What? I'm so confused. What's on Tuesday? Wouldn't you like to know, Mr. Tommy? Elves were in an absentia. What? I am so confused. You can stream with an earphone, earbuds, mic combo. Exactly. What's on Tuesday? I don't know what's on Tuesday. You guys are the ones talking about Tuesday, not me. I assume she meant updated. Ah, updated. Yes. Polyphony keeps us all updated. Come on, Kaz. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit derpy. And Kitty Claude, in about 12 minutes, we'll be wrapping up that second giveaway, the sub-only giveaway for the Monitor Japan Content Creator Pack. That's right, if you're a subscriber, you have the ability to enter this exclusive subscriber giveaway as a thank you for you being so fabulous and helping support this lovely community and event. On Tuesday, there's CS. On Wednesday, EU4. Maybe that's not new, I don't know. Yeah, Tuesday there is City Skylines. Wednesday is France right now on EU4. Thanks, Cow's wife. I'll learn to type one day. I will too, Minxie. Unfold, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Why have you derped? Why have you derped? And City's Dork getting a ticket. Well done, City's Dork. Me too. Yay, France OP. France OP, you're biased, Gratham. No, wait, you're biased the wrong way. Go be biased the correct way. It's okay, I've been doing the same all week, Minxie, probably. There we go. Subscribers only for this next giveaway, Pinfold King. There we go. Minxie, don't bank on it. I haven't learned yet, and I'm a software developer. Fair enough, fair enough. There you go, because folks, we are going to be shifting, and I do want to take this moment to go ahead and mention, while we've got kind of, not really a lull in the building, but a quick break in the commentary, that we're going to be shifting things to where we have one general giveaway for the whole community, and then we're also going to have a little bit for the subscribers only as a thank you for helping support the event, because without the subscribers, without the people that help with that kind of stuff, this event cannot and would not be able to continue. So thank you to all that subscribe. It really does mean a lot. Hello world. Hello world indeed. Gratham is so southern they might as well be French, obviously. Minxie, don't bank on it. I haven't learned it yet, and I'm a software dev, obviously. I do data entry for a living. I still spent the week mistyping on Kaz's stream. It's true. I think it's because you go to my stream and just kind of turn off your brain, and you're like, nah, I don't need to think here. To be fair, I do the same thing very frequently. Alright, so let's see if we can see a little bit more of what's happening here. And he's doing something interesting here. He's actually using roads to lay out his ski slopes, which is a way to do it. But personally, I would prefer him to use the actual sloping tool. But again, I feel like this might just be an out-of-practice thing. OG says on that, Gareth Hubble. Maybe. SE, what? I don't know what's going on anymore. OG says on Snap and Gareth Hubble. What are you doing for me? I'm so confused. Console.error. This will never work. Yes. That's a Kaz wife. Probably. Wait, what did I do? I know the lack of denial there, Gratham. What's happening here? I'm so confused. And yes, that was a lack of denial on Gratham's part. Not my part, his part. As long as you can understand it, it's all good. Exactly. Exactly. And Toady going into some of the detailing, getting some of the rocks. She's got some curling up there. That's going to be nice. And hopefully... Oh, no. She's already got all the trees. And wow. Look at those slopes. Those slopes look absolutely magnificent. Oh, that looks great. And she's even got some little jumps down there. That is a great little detail. I honestly was not even thinking to look for that. Oh, that is excellent on so many levels. Well done. If you could use modded bicycle lanes as ski routes. Ooh, that could work. PHP Echo, can I still PHP? Probably not. Probably not, Gareth. There we go. I note the lack of denial. There we go. As long as you understand it. Does anyone have a Sloan? I don't think so. I actually don't know of any good assets for that on the workshop. I imagine there are some somewhere, but I, for the life of me, do not know where they reside. Could be wrong again, but yeah, just not entirely certain at this point. Doesn't mean I support them or live there, Gareth. Oh, wow. All I said was France was OP. Their stating location needs a nerf. So much fertile ground. Undefined is not an object. Maybe undefined is the object. Maybe I listed my object as undefined. Those bumps IRL kill your knees. I wouldn't know that. Actually, on the workshop, there's a ski park. Oddly enough, no one has used it all this month. That is actually really funny. That's actually really, really funny. And what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to open up to, if Mr. Tommy or Eclipse Chris are wanting to jump in for an interview, I'm going to ask one of them to jump in, because I would like to get their insight. There we go. Gratham, you may not support currently there, but you're nearly from there. Oh my goodness. How far south is he? Is he basically, like, living a mile away or something? Those bumps Toady are putting in are known as moguls. Oh, I did not know that. Remember that in JS, plus it is not the same as... Oh, yeah. That I do know that, Gareth. I've made that mistake before. I've absolutely made that mistake. Ooh, an airport. Yeah, we do have an airport coming in, but again, I'm curious if we're actually going to see much use there, because having a dead airport is not going to be a fun time, but I will say, I'm getting a little concerned at this point about Toadie's traffic, because I was hoping it would be cleared up by now, but she's only got about 36 minutes left, and the traffic is not let up yet. Now, granted, her city's growing a lot, but she may need to look into some alternative routes to get people where they need to go. Can we do both? I mean, we can, but not at the same time. Alright, but first we'll go ahead and try and have a chat with Mr. Tommy if he's here.
What's up, Christian?
What's up, Tommy? So, you're obviously the reigning champion. You're gonna have to face off against these folks. So, what's your opinion on their builds right now? Like, do you feel like they're doing pretty good at the competition? Do you feel like they've missed some opportunities? What's your input as the current reigning champion?
Well, I think they're doing an amazing job so far. 36 minutes left, but stuff that some of these guys did in just 1 hour and 30 minutes, it's incredible. Knowing the pressure that it has to build with a time limit, it's really great to see what the guys are doing. I really like the overall build of the city. She has a lot placed down. Usually working with this snow resort theme with the POing, it's just amazing. And the shake with the skier slopes with the little gondolas, what we call them, going up with the skiers, it's really great. So I don't have a favorite yet. I will have to wait for the interviews at the end, but I'm liking it so far.
If you had to pick one now, one that is actually, in your opinion, going to be the most threatening to you, who do you feel would be the biggest threat to you and your build style if they were to be immediately admitted to the finals right now?
That's a tough one, because a lot can happen in 35 minutes. But for right now, I would say usually working, because what he's building is just amazing. And
it's right up your alley, too. So it is very much direct competition to you. But for me, I'm actually thinking that Toady would provide a nice counterpoint to you, because Toady is building a bit more broad than I've seen you build previously, but still maintaining those excellent little details that we all love looking for in this event. Having, you know, the different little moguls they're called for the end of the ski runs and all that. All those little tiny details really add up. So I think that she could be a force to be reckoned with, and then Sheik still with this grand vision of a 007 inspiration. I mean, that could also always win over chat, because you know how picky chat can be. They can be like, oh, this is the best idea ever.
Yeah, all of whoever wins, they are doing an amazing job, and they're all great competition for the finals. I know Kiggy is probably just as nervous as I am right now watching these three guys and girl, sorry, two guys, one girl, building an awesome city, getting the theme just about right, really liking it so far. So yeah, it will be a tough competition for the final. Same for Kiggy and for Joey, of course. They are great participants as well. So really looking forward to the last 30 minutes and the interviews, because Well, of course, I can talk a lot about the city right now, but a lot can happen in 30 minutes. And I really want to see what kind of story they have and what they will show from the city in the interviews in 5 minutes. So it's tough right now. It's tough right now.
It is tough, but again, we'll have to see who's going to face off because, folks, again, this has been twitch.tv/Mr. Tommy, the current reigning champion of Cities in Snap. Will be facing off against the two winners from earlier this month, as well as whoever wins out of this lot in next week's final. And we'll look forward to seeing you next week, Mr. Tommy.
I'll be there. I'll be ready. I'll
Awesome.
be ready.
And we'll go ahead and also, really quick, we'll bring in Eclipse Chris, because Chris has participated in this competition a lot, and I feel like Chris has some good insight for us. Chris, are you there, my friend?
Why, hello, Kaz. Yes, I am. And hello, chat.
Oh, your beautiful, soothing voice. I absolutely love it. So, how do you feel about this week's competition and the map and whatnot? Because you love trying to adapt to the map. You've done that several times here on the event. Do you feel like this map is one that plays to the player's advantage, or do you feel like it's a bit straining?
The map itself, I think, is definitely contributing a lot to what their build is. It's very hilly, snow, slopes and all that sort of stuff all fits.
Really? So now the next thing with the ski resorts, this is something that is probably, I would say it's one of the harder themes we've done, at least from my perspective, but it seems like people are nailing it out of the park. I mean, what do you think? If you had been stuck with ski resorts for one of your weeks, do you think you would have been a little bit concerned, or do you feel like you would have done a lot of the things that these folks are doing?
I guess I would have been a little bit concerned because there's only certain ways you can go with doing the snow slopes and all that. So I can see that side of it of being a bit more tricky to sort of find new ideas and things that haven't been done before.
Right. Now, and then also, so at this point, we still got people that are laying out some infrastructure and whatnot with about 31 minutes, 26 seconds left. At this point, I know that you and I have talked several times, both on and off stream, about this is the time when you need to start shifting your focus. But obviously, in Usually Working's case, he's been detailing for 90% of it. Do you think that Usually Working needs to kind of flip that paradigm and spend this last 20, 30 minutes kind of just building out the city and making the rest of it kind of match this level of awesomeness that is his main ski resort? Or do you feel that he's just going to try and put all of his eggs into one basket?
Usually works to his advantages, pretty much. He is very orientated in the detailing, and that's what he loves doing. He can do what he likes, and it comes out to be fantastic in the end. And I can see it happening again today.
So if you had to pick one person that you feel is pulling ahead, one person that you feel is just doing the overall best, do you feel like you know who you would pick?
At this stage, I don't have an answer on that one. Everyone is doing such fantastic jobs in their own right. We'll have to wait until the interviews until we finally see what they managed to accomplish and if anyone's missed anything during that, because I know it's only 30 minutes left and yeah, not a lot of time.
Right, not a lot of time, but then, and also, here's something else that is just a signature from Usually Working at this point. Just having those little derpy little bits, like he's got a snowplow with a bunch of snow right in front of the ski resort. That is just such a Usually Working move. Like, it is so good, and it's just basically a signature at this point, just having those one or two little, just goofy little subsets that just make you wonder, why did he spend time on that? But that's the stuff that wins over chat in the end, I think.
I thought that when you're talking to Mr. Tommy, I was really wanting to say that about, and oh, did you see this? And it's a great way to hide the jank, which you're very familiar on.
Well, exactly, because I mean, obviously, City Skylines isn't a perfect game. We all know that. And sometimes you have to hide the game's jank or your own jank that you accidentally make by just kind of manipulating it a little bit and maybe hiding it with, you know, I've always talked about hiding your underpass or hiding your overpass gaps in the terrain with, you know, a tree or a bush or something that normally hides the gaps, you know, hiding any weird cliff faces with just like a tall tree, using you know, for instance, a police station to cover up a janky little corner. There's lots of little things you can do like that, and I think that this is really capitalizing on that and just showcasing what you can really do if you actually stop and think about it. And like right here, utilizing these PO objects to create perfect little ski jumps, that is such a brilliant move. And it's something that not everyone would have thought to do, because I personally wouldn't have thought of doing that. I would have done something more just with the terrain, but adding in stiff slopes, probably the best move in this case.
Yeah, I agree with that. He's definitely thinking outside the box on what he can do with the PO and add into his ski slopes. And sometimes you just can't stop that pesky car driving through all those buildings and just going to park over the other side of the
I
map.
know. I have actually been researching ways, and I've been playing off stream a lot with trying to figure out ways that you can stop the cars driving over greenways and paved areas and all that. And I cannot find anything that blocks them 100% of the time. And it is so
No.
obnoxious. Like, have you found any good strategies for that? Because I almost think it's gotten
Sadly
worse
not.
lately because we have all these fancy parking lots that have been added in the past couple months, and there's a couple more transport assets that have been added to where it's. I feel like we've kind of maxed out the system at this point, and that's why we're starting to notice it more and more.
Yeah, I think we're maxing out the systems. They're trying to find their shortcuts, which is the reason why they're doing those silly little things. So I've got a roundabout where they go onto the roundabout, but don't go round it. They just stop and then float over to another part of the city.
Oh my goodness, I've had that. I've had roundabouts that do that, and you know what caused it for me one time? It turned out that there was a slightly broken segment that turned ever so slightly funny to where it was actually turning a U-turn. Is all it was doing. Because I was doing that thing that we all do with trying to create a perfect little curve and all that. I had accidentally snapped it to where the game decided, oh, these guys can go left only, even though I'm telling them right only. I nearly screamed. I was just like, why?
Oh, God.
I mean, we've all had those moments.
Hashtag rigged to Gareth, by the way.
I mean, always. Wait, what's rigged? Since as far as I know, there's no way to change it. Yeah, there's no way to change it, but I'm looking for ways to kind of cheat the AI, is what I've been doing. The closest success I found to that was actually just having rail in the way. Rail being in the way seems to be a deterrent for a lot of cars. I don't really know why, but it does seem to be a deterrent, but I'm looking for a more, I'll just say, subtle deterrent. That's what I'm looking for. But anyways, folks, this is twitch.tv/Eclipse Chris. Do you have any final words for us?
Such a great competition as always. Fantastic month. Loads of great competitors. I can see each one of these people being a winner today. As I say, there's no losers in this competition. There's just has to be a winner.
Awesome. Folks, again, go check out twitch.tv/Eclipse Chris sometime. Stream Skylines many times a week. And we'll look forward to chatting with you soon, friend.
Have a lovely weekend.
Obviously. All right, folks. And again, just an absolutely lovely competition again. Thank you so much to Tommy and Eclipse for coming in and dropping in for some spontaneous interviews. We are always on board for those. Thanks, K-Claude and everyone. There we go. And I don't bribe Kaz. I take the rip out of him. Type bingo in chat to find one way I take the rip out of him. It's true. He does with the bingo card. Make sure you're playing bingo, by the way. We're actually having a lot of fun with that in the community lately. And regardless whether you get bingo or don't, send us your cards. Let us know how your card turned out, because this is just a fun extra thing that you can do to help engage with the community even more. Because what other streams can you play bingo on? I mean, honestly, when you're on Saturday, you're wanting to see some City Skylines, you might as well come here, see 4 cities, bingo, lots of fun stuff, great giveaways, etc., etc. Best community on Twitch. Cities are looking good. Cities are indeed looking good, Mrs. CK. Gaz, what do you think of each city so far? So, my thoughts on each city so far, Dr. Grunt, and everyone else. I believe so far that actually, I feel like Toadie is pulling ahead because she has the most complete vision right now. However, I think that usually working, if he manages to build support around this ski resort, because I think he's winning the actual theme. The theme of ski resort, he is winning hands down right now. But he needs a support around it. He needs some extra beautification. He needs to balance the detailing out. He needs to get his city in a little bit better shape. Because right now, just that really plain grid city that he started out with isn't going to be enough to carry him through, I don't think. The Sheik, on the other hand, is kind of a wild card. I feel like his theme is very strong, and I feel like he's using things to his advantage, but I feel like the big worry for me, at least, if I'm in Sheik's shoes, is I've got 24 minutes left to try and get this to look convincing. Because right now, he's about halfway to a convincing setup. But I have a feeling that the overall setup is going to be stunning if he can manage to get that other half done in time. And that's all going to be dependent on, did he get the hardest half done first, etc. Hide that jank. Exactly. Bingo streams. No, you use bingo to get your own card. Season stop. I just need Kaz to go asset shopping to get my second bingo. Wait, your second bingo? What? I haven't gone asset shopping at all this stream. You all should be very, very proud of me. Snowfall, yes, congrats. There we go. Woo, yes, Gratham did win Snowfall. Feels like Master New. No, you're fine, you're fine. There we go, hide that jank, I saw you do it. I didn't do anything. Tell me one time I went asset shopping. And Sydney Jace with the sub, high five. Thank you so much for that continued support of Cities in a Snap. Can we get some hype for the newest returning member of the sub club? Thank you so very much, it really means a lot and it helps keep this event afloat. All right, folks, and with just 23 minutes left, again, I feel like things are shaping up to where I feel like they're all pretty close, but right now, I think Toady is doing a little bit better. I don't think it's by a whole lot, but I think it's maybe just by a margin. But from Toady, I really want to start seeing some detailing. I really want to see little bits of care. I want to see some benches in. I want to see a couple of neat pathways near her ski resort. I want to see just a lot of little things like that. Because if she just spends the last 20 minutes adding those little bits of spark to her city, she will do phenomenal. I guarantee it. Can we get a neon theme CIS? What would a neon theme CIS be? There we go. No more giveaway running. There we go. And congratulations to the giveaway winners from today. Be sure to message, and it looks like Kitty Claw has already sent me messages, probably with the people I need to message. Yes, there we go. All right, so we've got the 2 giveaways won. Congratulations on winning. And again, we will continue those giveaways as we move forward week to week. There we go. As long as we can, obviously, as long as we can. The build would be all about nighttime look for the city. Okay, yeah, we can maybe look into that. Be sure to drop that in the Discord, and we can definitely check that out. A nightlife-themed Season Snap could be absolutely phenomenal. We could even name it aptly After Dark, because the After Dark DLC. I think that could be absolutely excellent. Absolutely excellent. And folks, I also want to take this moment to thank all of our moderators that make this event possible. All of the moderators help the day of the event. They help throughout the week with things like tweets and all that. They help me organize the events. They help me find and kind of harass sometimes participants that sometimes are a little dodgy at responding to things. Sometimes it's me that's dodgy at responding. Thank you, moderators, so much for helping with that. And also thank you in particular to Kaz's wife for helping run the Twitter the day of and for being our merch queen. Thank you to Dawn Lane for helping keeping me organized and on top of things during the week. Thank you to Kitty Claude for helping organize and run our giveaways. Really means a lot. Thank you to I Am the City's Dork for running Facebook and whatnot. Thank you to, to King Prox for the Discord and also for with the Instagram as well. Thank you to DC Shadow Demon, Kiki85, Brainless Society, Cuboid, Nightmorphus, and others for helping moderate as well, just in chat. It really helps a lot. We could not do this event without them. I would recommend the Unicorn Club asset from the workshop. Unicorn Club asset? Interesting. Never heard of that. You should post that one on the Discord. How about moderators in a stab? We basically had that a couple weeks ago, Gareth. For the All-Stars Challenge, can the contestants build a city entirely during night? I don't know. We'll have to see what the All-Stars Challenge is actually going to be. I've done something like that. Oh yeah, that's right, you had Maestro. You've done that on Season Snap nonetheless. Moderator hype, indeed. Gareth, week 1 this month. Turned out to be a moderators in a snap. Yep, turned out to be moderators in a snap. It was absolutely great. It's nightlife themed. Okay, sounds good. Be sure to mention it on Discord. Maybe we can look into something similar, if not that exactly. Drew was thinking a more purposeful one, though. True. Maybe we'll have to do that sometime. Right now, we're obviously booked, but maybe that could be one of those bonus events. Because I know a lot of people have wanted to see an extra event during the week, and I can tell you, I want to do that. My heart is there, but if I'm honest, it's a time constraint. It's, right now I need to make sure that we can keep this going right now. But if you want to see that, be sure to let me know verbally. Be sure to message me, say, hey, I want this, or I would participate, etc., etc. The biggest limitation right now is participants. Because right now we pretty much get everything staffed week to week as far as participants, but a second event every week is twice as many participants. So be sure to keep that in mind. You know, also might be in the next moderators and stuff. Yes, do it. That's right. We're going to hope to get him in at some point. That would be absolutely legendary. And folks, with that, we have 19 minutes remaining. Get Jai to co-host the other event. Wait, to host the other event? What? Why would I do that, Potato Lord? There we go. Do you not want me to host it? Wow, that's rude, Potato Lord. I feel offended. I feel very offended. Potato Lord doesn't like my hosting, guys. I knew it. I absolutely knew it. Nightlife Inc. could allow you to build the city with day mode in the All-Star Night Mode Challenge. Contestants have to build the entire city during night without day. That could be interesting. That could be very, very interesting. 3 hours? No. Kiggy, just understand how Streamlabs works, then I'll start streaming. First of all, Nightmorphous, you need OBS.live and Stream Elements. Streamlabs is for chumps. That's number 1. Number 2 will come later once I manage to respond to your message on Discord. And right now, the Sheik has a very beautiful city. I would say the Sheik has the best looking city. Like, the core city, I think he has the best city. But he's falling behind in the theme, whereas Toady is very balanced between the city and the theme, and usually working is really heavily on the theme, and the city is almost falling behind as a resort. So we've got, or as a result, ski resort, get it? There we go, Morphous, give me a shout on Discord sometime, I can help you get set up. There we go. Yes, I know, right? There goes OBS Live, better than just plain old OBS Studio, so how? OBS Live is only better if you use Stream Elements a lot. It helps me with some integrations and things like that. That's really about all it is good for. But if you don't have a lot of integrations, then you don't need it. You just need regular old OBS Studio. There we go. Gareth, the integration with SE is the main bonus. Yes, that's the main bonus. See, Kiggy's just repeating what I said. What a cheater. What a cheater. No, as I said, you get tired hosting this guy, so I was just thinking about having alternating hosts so I'll keep you fresh. Well, no, I don't get tired hosting it, honestly. Like, I actually love hosting this event. The thing that it is just I can't galvanize my own streams anymore. So it wouldn't be during a Kaz stream, it would be after a Kaz stream, and that is obviously slightly selfish, but also slightly because this is my job right now, so I have to make sure to preserve my own income and my own streams and whatnot. So that is the intelligence behind that. It's not being tired or any of that. It is purely just a concern for myself, and I'm allowed to take that concern for myself, I think. There we go. No, I can't type quickly enough tonight. Ah, Kiggy, so you're just falling behind. That makes sense. That makes sense. There we go. And it looks like, honestly, I'm starting to feel pretty confident about Toady, because if Toady can manage to keep this balance between the theme and the city itself, I think Toady could end up pulling this off, but it's going to be really hard to compete with Usually Working down here, because Usually Working's build is absolutely legendary down here. I mean, I can't think of anything better right now. I absolutely cannot. Right, Potato Lord, and I do hope you understand that. I absolutely hope you understand that, and because, again, I'm really passionate about this event, and I want it to succeed, but I also need to balance it against my own stuff, because I can't and won't just ditch my Kaz streams. That would be just rude and kind of a slap in the face to everything that I've been doing and my community has done, so I am not interested in doing that. There we go. Alright, so, anyways. Speaking of slaps to the face, I'm going to give myself one because, folks, we've got 15 minutes left. Can we get the hype in chat for 15 minutes left in Cities in a Snap? This is going to be absolutely legendary, but that's no on Lamborghini and other stuff. Yeah, that is a detail that I think he needs to find a way around, and I, truth be told, don't know of a way to do it, because the problem is he is doing this as PO, and PO is basically invisible buildings. So, like, if it snowed right now, you'd see the snow inside. He needs to come up with a way to protect this area from snow and keep that Lamborghini from getting snowed on. But I don't know how he's going to do that. Actually, I just thought of a way to do it. If he were to... I'm actually not going to say it. I'm not going to say it until we're done with the build phase, because I don't want one of you guys sneaking it, but I did just think of the solution to it. Indoor snow machine? Nope, not quite. There's actually another far easier solution, I believe. Hype indeed from Blinto, the now proud owner of a Cities in a Snap mug and shirt. He's going to sip on his mug while wearing his shirt every Cities in a Snap day from here on out. But no, Gareth, I'll say this. I got the idea while he was working on the area, and it was related to something he was doing. Zoo plus heater? What? Zoo plus heater? No, we ain't got any zoos here. Alright, see if we can back on out and see how everyone's doing. Right now, it does look, again, like Sheik is starting to pull together, because look at the rock face detailing. Because a lot of people ignore the rocky cliff faces and just try to kind of mow them down, smooth them over. But Sheik here is actually riding into that, and he is actually capitalizing on it to make a better, more interesting slope. Is Polyphony in the lead? Always in the lead, Irish. Wow, it's been a while since I've seen you. You're still alive. I love the nighttime in Snow and City. So beautiful. I agree, it's so beautiful seeing the nighttime snow in a city. It's just magnificent, just as in real life. Absolutely as in real life. There we go. Irish Koala, how's Mary, blah, blah, blah. Vote. Oh, it's not time to vote yet, Haggis. It's not time to vote. There we go. We don't vote until the build phase is complete. And thank you for the follow there, Zen Left. Really means a lot. A bit like the Narnia first movie with the snow theme. Yeah, the first movie, but again, not the first book. There we go for Sheik. Maybe. Curiosity instructions. Ah, Haggis. The way you vote is there will be a poll. There will be a Twitch poll right here. And basically, once the build phase is done, we'll have a brief couple-minute break, and then we will go into the interviews. And right after the interviews are done, again, 5-minute interview per contestant, we will open voting. Voting will open, and then I will figure out my scores, my tally based on the rubric, and then chat vote will get factored into that, and then the winner will be declared. And of course, that'll all be announced as we come closer to time. Anytime, Haggis, that's why I'm here. Kaz, it is not unheard of to have buildings with their own weather patterns. Boeing's plant in Seattle. Yes, it is large enough for that. But again, this building is not big enough for that. Remember, everyone, after the stream, people will be hanging out in Discord voice chat. It's a great place to talk about the future of CS. We'd love to see you there. It's true. There we go. Quarter Pounder, you've been following for 4 months. Nice. Vote for, of course. He had an awesome hardcore ski slow going through the forest. Exactly. Sorry I had to do a quick BRB, but now I am back. Oh, I was just saying how it's been a while since we've seen you, friend. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing perfect and beautiful. There we go. It's been a while since we've seen the Irish Koala, though. And Math! Thank you so much for that follow. It really means a lot. Thank you so much for joining the best community on Twitch. And remember, folks, we are also on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. Be sure to join those various communities that you are a part of so that you can help spread the love and the word of Cities and Snap. And this is magnificent, folks. He is POing a snow pile. That is a first. I have not seen that before. That is actually really, really cool. He can get just the right snow pile as a result of this. That is absolutely lovely. Can we get some hype in chat for that PO'd snow pile? That is a great detail. Absolutely great. We have wedding stuff to do, Kaz. All done, good to go, and now we are living the family life. Yay! Congratulations, MVA, what's up? Now that is some snow piles. Exactly, I love that kind of snow. What's a snow pile? It's a pile made out of snow. I feel like that's pretty obvious. Snow hype pile. PO hype indeed. PO and snow hype. Hey, it's not just PO hype. It's not just snow pile hype. It's PO snow pile hype. Come on, get it right. You guys can get it right. I have faith in you. Probably. I'm not a pile. You're a pile. Probably. I probably am a pile. I'm a pile of Kaz Gem. And it does look like he's trying to use this to make it look like maybe they're dipping into their snow reserves a little bit. Because I'll have to wait and see what his idea is for this. But I think that could end up pretty good. But again, it's just going to depend on how well he does and how well he sells it. Because by itself, interesting. But if he manages to create a story with it, amazing. There we go. Hashtag golf clap. There we go. Get that golf clap rolling. PS now hype pile. Wait, what? That doesn't even make sense, Just Me. What are you even trying to say? But folks, we've got 9.5 minutes left. Can we get the hype in chat? Hype in chat, folks. We got 9.5 minutes remaining. 9.5 minutes, folks. This is why we're all here. We're here for the final 10 minutes of Cities in a Snap. The time I look forward to every single week. It is absolutely legendary. I can't wait to see who manages to win this, because we've got 3 excellent contestants: the Sheik 12, Tony YPQ, and of course, usually working. An excellent roster this week. But what is snow? We know how it is small water coasters, but what is it really? Snow is snow is snow. Panic? We don't need to panic. I mean, the participants probably need to start panicking, because this is the point at which their build needs to be finalized. This is the point at which their build needs to have an identity. This is the point at which we need to make sure that everything is good to go. This is the point at which you need to make sure your city is functional. This is the point at which you need to determine what is your last project or two going to be. And one of the last projects usually working is going to be laying out trees, which seems to be in his ballpark. And it does look like he didn't manage to expand that original city at all. So he is going to lose a little bit of points as far as the city, but honestly, hopefully his theme is enough to carry him through if he wants to win this. But I can tell you, he's going to lose a lot of points on the city proper. Why is she so blurry? I don't know why she's so blurry. It might just be her uplink to Twitch. We can go ahead and solve that real quick if you want. There we go. Let's go ahead and solve that. There we go. And... nope, sorry. Wrong button. We need this one. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and refresh that. Refresh the cache. There we go. Alright. That should theoretically work unless she's having severe issues, in which case we won't be able to do anything about it. Now, so your Shuriken's going to pull out of his hat exactly. In the case of Jedi, this is the point where you need to remember the event is 2 hours instead of 3. Yes, JBS, you are correct. Tree hype? Tree hype indeed. Get your tree emotes in chat, folks. There we go. Tree. There we go. Get the tree hype going. There we go. What's a snow pile? Oh, come on, City's Dork. Really? Really? She is clear on my other screen. Right, but if there's a hiccup, because the way that this has to work, Haggis, is... they have to stream to Twitch, and then I have to catch it from there. And if there's a hiccup in their broadcast to Twitch, then whenever my broadcast picks it up, it jumbles that up and automatically downscales it. And it doesn't look to re-upscale it, just because of how we have to embed and run this event. Does that make sense? No trees. Oh no, Irish! Can we get F's in chat for Irish? No, purchase tree. I get it. Thanks for restarting the stream. Anytime, Haggis. That's what I am here for. I'm here to make sure that you guys can have the best viewing experience possible for this legendary weekly event. And folks, we've got 6.5 minutes left. Be sure to, if you haven't already, go tell each of these streamers that you're rooting for them, that they're doing an excellent job, and that you can't wait to see what they're going to do with their build. Because, man, we are really close to seeing this finish off, and I can't wait to see who wins. Honestly, I am kind of lost for words. I don't know who's going to win this, because on one hand, usually working is it's a very artificial ski slope, whereas Toady IPQ is a very old ski slope. It's been there for a while. You know, it's been worn and torn and all of that, and the city is kind of nestled into the woods. And then the Chic is just kind of this wow factor of a beautiful European style village almost, with a beautiful ski resort up in the mountain in the background. And I think that this is a good contrast between the three. P.O. Snowpile hype, tree hype, for Irish, F for Irish. Oh, there we go. I'm really liking Usually Working's build. I'm liking all three of them. Again, the big downplay to Usually Working this time is going to be the city itself, because his city is going to lose him a lot of points, but that's his own choice. He's leaning into his strengths, which is obviously the theme and detailing, and he's really going for that. And now he's trying to find just the right light settings, so he's getting ready to be able to tell his story. That's what he wants to do. We have a look at Shaludstown. At Shaludstown? What? I don't know what you're talking about, unfortunately. No trees, sad face, have a... Yeah, the trees are an emote here on Cities and Snap. And remember, you guys get those emotes, special privileges in Discord, and of course, access to sub-exclusive giveaways and announcements and whatnot if you go to Cities and Snap on Twitch and subscribe. There we go. And also remember, folks, we do have the Patreon. We are also on Twitter. We are on YouTube now. Be sure to go subscribe over there. And also follow on Facebook if you are a Facebooker. There we go. Minxie with the trees. Block Samurai with the hype. Can we get the hype rolling, folks? It is getting really close. We've got less than 5 minutes, folks. Less than 5 minutes remain. There we go. And then, man, the final interviews will for sure be the deal breaker for me. They're all great in their own ways. They are. And, man, my rubric is not ready for this. I almost need to make subcategories now. Woohoo! There we go. We got Chase with the hype. And Luca's back just in time for the last 4 minutes. Yes, Haggis, indeed. It's going to be absolutely lovely. Folks, this might be one of our closest ones yet. It absolutely might. And, folks, we've got not much time left Not much time. What do you think, folks? Who are you rooting for? Who do you think is going to win? Are they the same person? Or are you just hoping to see the best builds possible? This is intense. It is very intense, Chase. To those who say that city building can't be an esport, boo on them. City building is an esport now. There we go. Nice indeed. Toady didn't need all the time. She is that good. Exactly. She's just like, nah, I'm gonna go chill. I'm gonna go chill. I mean, to be fair, she's done an amazing job, but to take a break in the final minutes, that is a level of bravery even Kazgem doesn't have. Of course, vote for, obviously. Can't wait. It's going to be absolutely great, Zan. There we go. And remember, whoever wins this event today gets to move on to the finals next week. The finals will be with Mr. Tommy, the reigning champion, Kiki85, the winner of week 1, and of course, Joey's Coffee Cup, the winner of our first ever Consoles in a Snap last week. Vote Polyphony as usual. Exactly. Well, I mean, I guess we're voting for second, really. Since Polyphony wins, this is really a vote for second. As usual, I got what you meant there. And folks, we don't have much time left, less than 3 minutes. This is where your build has to lock in. It looks like Sheik is talking with his folks. It looks like he's confident. It feels like Toady is there as well. And usually working is trying his best to finalize the little details to make his build ever worthwhile. Will they manage to get everything they want done? Will Toady get these trees laid out in time? And will the Sheik manage to hype his audience into a victory? We'll find out in just over 2 minutes, folks. Well, for a second, looks at Taradra. No, Taradra today. He can't get second today. Rip, his streak is being broken. Though, does it really count? Since he's not, you know, participating? I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit dicey at best. Please be sure to go to Eastern's channel and let them know how well they've done. Indeed! There we go. Taradra second. We're voting for third. So, Polyphony first, Taradra second, and then anything else for third, really. There we go. And we've got 2 minutes. 2 minutes remain. There we go. We don't have much time now, folks. And we're actually coming down to the final seconds counter, folks. Get your countdowns in chat, folks. Get your stopwatches out. Remind your favorite streamers that it is time for this to end soon. And we've got 90 seconds on the clock as Toady is adding a few extra details. Some snowmen, an excellent detail. Adding in those snowmen like that. And the Sheik just finalizing his build, looking at it from afar, looking at it up close. I wish he had a little bit of development on the outskirts, but you know what? I am okay with what he's done. I feel like it's going to be excellent and perfect and beautiful. When do we vote, lol? We vote after the interviews. In about 60 seconds, the build phase is done. We will then take a brief 60 to 90 second break, or actually it'll be about 2 minutes today, and then we will of course go right into the interviews. Each interview is about 5 minutes, after which we will vote. It'll be absolutely perfect and beautiful and amazing. Let's see here, announce, and then we've got 45 seconds left, folks. 45 seconds. It's getting intense. It's getting really intense, except it looks like the Sheik has just conceded where he is. Toady and usually working, still working, but man, the Sheik is just like, nope, we're done, we got it. And now Toady also chilling. And now we're waiting for usually working to finish up. There we go. What's going to happen in the last few seconds, folks? Who is going to win? Who is going to move on to the final? This is going to be absolutely great. Absolutely great. And folks, we're getting ready for the final 10 seconds, folks. 10 seconds in chat. 10 seconds remain. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All building must stop. Make sure your favorite builders have stopped. Make sure that they all take a break, pause, stand up, and use the bathroom, because this is your chance, folks, because we'll be right back in just a couple of minutes after these quick messages. Hello, Kazgem here. I am the organizer and host of Cities in a Snap. Cities in a Snap is a weekly city building esport that pits 4 players against each other to build the best cities possible they can within a 2-hour time frame. And this weekly event takes a lot of manpower and man hours to run. It was created by Lemon Pops and has now since grown to incorporate me and also a small army of volunteers that help make the event possible. However, the event needs your help and support to continue. This support comes in a variety of ways, such as sticking around during ad reels both before and towards the end of the event each week. You can also subscribe here on the Twitch channel. You can also show your support by directing people to the YouTube videos. You can also use things such as bits and the Patreon link down below. There are a variety of other ways you can help as well. If you want to figure out how you can get involved and help this incredible weekly event, be sure to contact me directly at casgym@citiesinasnap.com. Thank you so much for your time, and now let's get on with this week's Cities in a Snap. All right, folks, we are here, we are ready to go, and we are going to be diving into each city one by one. Remember, folks, we will be visiting each streamer one at a time. They get 5 minutes to explain themselves, show us their city, showcase everything as we go, and it's going to be great. And remember, after that, everyone is going to vote for their favorite city, not their favorite streamer, their favorite city. Gratham, stop leaving! Every time you leave, we use the video. All right, so folks, we're going to go ahead and move on into contestant number 1, which is the Sheik. What's up, Sheik?
What's going on, Kaz?
Not much. You know the drill by now. You've seen it enough by now, but you've got about 5 minutes on the clock to show us your city, show us some important numbers such as transport and traffic if you feel it's relevant, and just show us the story of your city. You got 5 minutes starting now.
Let's get the numbers out of the way. What numbers do you want to see?
Traffic, transportation, and I think that's about it.
Traffic's at 88%. Transport, I have 176 people per week riding the cable cars, and 28 tourists per week.
You can unpause, by the way.
Okay. And then what was the other one? Traffic, transport, and what?
No, that's just it.
Okay. So let's start with what the whole city is really about. So basically, this is a European type city. We have, it is definitely not American made. It's definitely squiggly lined. It's a big roundabout. So all you Brits out there, you're welcome. It's just a little curvy. And then on the inside, we have our major arteries, and then all the other small roads in here. Now, if you look at this, it's kind of like, when I watched James Bond, For Your Eyes Only, I saw the Thacker houses and stuff like that. But these are all European. I used Theme Manager to zone all these houses. So this is completely zoned in. It does a better job than if I could do it myself. We do have some landmarks. We have like a theater. We have the big church here. So basically, European city, little quaint little town. We've got almost 12,000 people living in the area. And then over here, we do have our industrial area. This is where all our trash is. Everything's all hooked up in one area, and it doesn't cause any traffic problems whatsoever. Now, coming over here, we have our resort area. So we still have easy in and off, so it doesn't affect the town. We have a major chain hotel. We've got 2 newer hotels over here, and then we have an old-fashioned one. We have parking garages for the tourists to park and stuff. And then we get into our CIAS, our Cities in a Snap resort, ski resort, and we come in. And I wanted to use the big parking lot roads, but the snow has a terrible effect on it. When I put the parking spaces down, all it did was have pockets of snow, so I got rid of that. So that's why there's not a lot of parking there. But this is my vision. So whenever I build, I want this. This is what I love. People. I want people running around. I want people on the sidewalks. This is me. And we have tables that people can actually use. We have people waiting in line to take the cable cars, and we're gonna come into the cable car, and let's get out of this. Let's get into this, and let's take a ride. So we're gonna come up the cable cars, and I'm sorry if everyone's getting seasick. And then as you come up, you can see the next spot, and this is where our first ski slope area is going to be. And again, we have people hanging around, and they are getting off, and they are either oops, sorry about that, guys. They are getting ready to get onto the ski lift to go all the way up there.
60
and as you
seconds.
can see, we have plenty of skiers, and they're all coming down the mountain all at the same time. And up here we have the other resort, and again, same thing. We have loads and loads and loads of people. This is what I like to do. This is what I'm all about. I want my city to be active. So it's not exactly, I'm not happy with it. It didn't come out the way I wanted to, but I accomplished what I wanted. A nice, small European town and a nice ski resort to go with it. This is based off of Cortina, Italy, and all of the ski slope stuff out there. So that's what I got.
Awesome. Well, looks absolutely great. I love what you did, and yeah, you've done a great job of making it feel like they really embraced the slopes once they realized that they had the possibility for the tourism. You've done a great job of creating the activity. I mean, this feels like I imagine it would be on the slopes, except that person riding their bike. That was funny. But, oh, there's another one. Okay, riding your bikes in heavy snow on the mountains. Probably not the wisest choice, but you're just not educating your Sims, probably. It's fine. But either way, it looks great. I love your build. I love the feel of the city. I feel it looks really great in the area, and it really feels at home on this map. I inadvertently seem to have picked one that serviced your city very well, it would seem. But yeah, thank you very much, and this was twitch.tv/thesheik12. And really quickly, how do you feel having participated now, officially?
It was fun. I was really nervous. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun. This is a great event. I think anybody that is on the fence about should I do it, should I not do it, just do it. Just hit the button, go live, just do it. Who cares? You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be great. Just participate. Once you do it, it's cake after that. So I thank you, Kaz, for putting this together. I really did appreciate you inviting me in and letting me participate, and may the best person win. And I think everybody's a winner, chat and all the builders, because this is such a great event for City Skylines.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Sheik. And again, best of luck in the votes.
Thank you.
All right, and next we have Toady.
Basham.
So, do you feel a little bit less stressed now? A little less pressure? All right, well, you'll have about 5 minutes, and just take us on a tour. Take us on a little journey of your city. And, obviously, chat, they want to know things like your traffic percentage and if you have any transport ridership, things like that, because chat's nosy. But either way, just take us on a tour, show us what you got, and yeah, I'll ask any questions if I have them.
Absolutely. I was told to start by letting you and everyone know that we built this city on rock and roll. Let's get traffic out of the way. We're at 86%. Everywhere is pretty well fine. Of course, we're busiest by the ski resort because it is ultra popular. You guys wanted traffic. Is this enough for what we want for traffic? 271 riding the bus?
That's exactly what we want.
Yeah, and you can see the routes. I understood that maybe the routes were not the norm, but they're working, so.
Hey, it works, and that's what matters.
Exactly. So there's a bit of a story to the city. The folks here that first came here started off in this area. They settled, they laid with the land. Eventually they said, oh, hey, there's a nice hill. Let's build a ski resort out of it. So they did. More people started to move in. But these people, low density, they're still not hurting the land. They're just living normal. They're not bringing in big city slickers. But then the bad guys came, and the bad guys, of course, are the big conglomerate. So the big guys from the city started coming in. They saw the ski resort. They saw potential. They saw potential for casinos, hotels, high density. Let's just ruin this land. Of course, I forgot to mention that the people that first settled here used this area for their forestry industry so that they could send the logs downriver to be processed. So that's the story. There is no resolution quite yet to what's going to happen with the big bad conglomerate. I hope to demonstrate that resolution next week. Yeah. If we're trash talking real quick, Kazjim, do you remember last week you were asking how do you build circles around someone?
Yeah.
So this is how you build circles around someone. So here we have usually working in the middle of our circle. Here we have the Chic 12. And I had planned on 3, and I heard that this Harry was supposed to be his name. So we needed a stand-in for Harry. So we got Kazjem.
Oh.
And this is how you build circles around people.
Someone clip this and send it to Lemon instantly.
So the folks here, very Christmassy themed.
Oh.
We will do the lights later, but they can come down here. They get their Christmas trees. While they get their Christmas trees from this shop, they can go for a sleigh ride, which is a really fun memory from my childhood, going for a sleigh ride, horse ride, while you do your Christmas tree. Can go shopping in the Christmas market. But of course, the theme is the ski slope. So here's our ski resort. We have the little village nearby. We have the little kind of quaint hotels that you can stay in. If you want to prefer to stay in a small lodge, you can do so. There is cross-country skiing for anyone who's too scared to tackle the big hills, some of which even have moguls. 2 of the hills have moguls at the bottom. You can see that we have the rescue team ready to go to get you if you fall down, go boom. And if you're that kind of person and you want to stay in a yurt or a tent at the top of the hill, by all means, freeze your buns off up here. But that is how they've laid out the ski resort for now. The nice smooth slopes until you get to the moguls. And of course, we do have the bunny hill. I don't know if you're quite going to be able to see the color, but that right there is a green sign. And I'm being yelled at for a night view. So we can do that. Hello. Oh, that's speed. Hey, I'm really nervous. Did you guys know that? Let's go like this. So here's where the nighttime comes in. You can start to see the Christmas lights flickering in the village.
That's great touch. Absolutely great touch.
Yeah. Anything else in particular you can think of that you would want to see?
Can we get a full nighttime view? Full dark?
Yeah. We can probably do that.
Chat
Something
loves
tells
that.
me we have the resources. So yeah, you see the Christmas lights happening.
Oh, yeah, that looks
down here in the
great.
village. And then of course we do have the lighting up the slopes just in case you have those crazy riders. The ski park is Whistler 2.0. And then we have our districts that have been aptly named, of course.
That
And that's
is
it.
going great. I love those so much. You've put a lot of great personality into the city, and honestly, I love what you did there with the kind of, hey, the corporate guys are coming in and trying to take our ski slopes and all that. That is such a wonderful, wonderful thing to do because honestly, I mean, if you think about it, that does happen all too often. I mean, you've got
Absolutely.
a little town that is known for something, and then some large company is like, hey, that's untapped potential. Let's go tap the crap out of that city. And you end up with it being overrun with, you can see very alien looking hotels. And I mean, it does certainly fit the theme because so often we see, no matter what it is, whether it's, you know, a mountainside resort or, you know, something off in a scenic coastal town, you just see this really obnoxious, doesn't belong there kind of urban center that is just so alien, and you've really captured that very, very well, and you put a lot of emphasis into the theme, and I absolutely love it, and so many great little kind of dioramas showcasing the different aspects of being in a ski city. So very well done, absolutely well done, and
Thank you.
we'll look forward to seeing how you do in the rubric and the votes.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
All right, folks, and again, this is twitch.tv/ToadyYPQ for your consideration. And now on to this guy. Is this the real or the fake one?
No, this is the real one now, because I have a story to tell you today, Kaz Jam.
Okay, I'm ready. Hang on, I need to get all comfy for this, and I need to I gotta kick my feet up. All right, obviously give us the numbers and whatnot that we want, the traffic, transport, all that, and then blow us away with your story. I've got my feet kicked up, I've got my Coke in my other hand, I'm ready to go.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I have a 19,000 population right now. Let's see, what's traffic? Traffic. I'm at 81% with 19,000, which really surprises me because I didn't actually have any intersections in here, but that's cool. I don't have any transport except for aircraft, and let's see what it's doing. I don't think it's really doing much, so hold on, transport. Nope, I got nothing. So into the story then. Unless there's any other numbers that we need to see.
Nope. Story time.
Nestled in the Twitch mountain range in the resort community of Workington. The Workington Resort, featuring the Hotel Workington, is only 40 miles from downtown Anchorage. The hotel is also near many attractions, 2 miles from the Crows Creek Gold Mine and 50 miles from the Icy Glacier and Wildlife Conservation Center. The floor-to-ceiling windows in the fireside lobby and the grand piano offer amazing views of the north face mountain of Mount Twitch. Airport transportation, ski storage, and a local shuttle are available. Wireless internet access is available in the lobby. DSL hookups in the room are included, even in the resort fee. The spa at the Working Hotel offers a wide variety of massages, facials, and body services. The 8-story property has over 340 guest rooms. All rooms offer cable TV with paid movies and are equipped with coffee makers, refrigerators, hair dryers, and a free Twitch subscription. All rooms are, however, non-smoking. The slopes include a diamond, intermediate, and family. Also, during the August months, there are professional snow sports games, such as the World X Games 2014 Halfpipe and the official Alaskan Olympic regulation-length ski jump for all those thrill seekers out there. We also include free parking, handicap room facilities, health clubs, meeting and banquet facilities, pool and hot tubs, restaurants, room service, and a casual atmosphere to watch your favorite sporting events. Let's take a look first. Right here is the Aurora Bar and Grill, based off of the Aurora Lights. Whether you're in the mood for casual atmosphere or watching your favorite sporting event, the Aurora Bar and Grill is family-friendly with comfort food. Offers Alaskan specialties and satisfying homemade dishes. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Come and stop on by. Now, are you really hungry? That's what I thought. You're gonna come to 7 Glaciers. Feast upon the fabulous view and gourmet cuisine at the AAA 4-diamond 7 Glaciers restaurant. Menu features regional favorites focused on local fresh foods, Snake River farm meals prepared by executive chef and mod Kitty Claude, recipient of the Wine Spectator's Best Award of Excellence. That's a yearly thing. Now let's move on. If you're a little bit more like me and you just want some sushi, Sakura. Newly remodeled Sakura restaurant offers modern, intimate settings with Asian-inspired seafood, meats, hand-rolled sushi, and a full sake and cocktail list. That's for the adults, though, so we're not allowed to that. And then, open for dinner, the Skyway Cafe, featuring Starbucks coffee. Trademark not to buy. Usually Working does not condone the use of Starbucks coffee. Also, espresso drinks. The Skyway Cafe features quick eats, grab and go style, open daily for breakfast and lunch, and provides the best view of the slopes. For your next family-friendly ski trip, come on, stop by the Workington Ski Resort. Okay, that was the. Please stop the applause. Okay, I get it. I get it.
So
It's amazing.
that takes us around your ski resort. So why don't you show us a little bit more? You've got about 45 seconds left to show us just what's left in the entire city. I mean, the ski resort obviously lovely, absolutely lovely.
Yeah. The city is just a very typical American style city, kind of based off of Anchorage, but a little bit
And
older.
the ski slope.
Yes, a little bit older. And let's see the ski slopes. So of course we need the actual ski, whatever, the chairs themselves. So we have the chairs in there. This would be the diamond one. So the diamond does have all the rocks and the trees inside of it. This second one is the intermediate one with just a little bit of trees. And this one is a nice gradual slope with everything else. Oh, I forgot there's people here. And then of course everyone is coming here to visit the half pipes and the ski jump and all that kind of stuff. And the biggest thing is, of course, going to be the entire interior, and then I'm done.
Unfortunately, yes, we are out of time now. You went just a couple hairs of a second over, but
Sorry, apologize.
no, you're fine. But beautiful job as always. You did a great job with your ski resort. Things are looking really good. Man, you still got snow on those interior Lamborghinis though. You gotta fix that somehow.
No, it's chrome. They're all chromed out.
Chrome.
Yeah, that's the new
Okay.
thing. Yeah, look at it. See, it's all chrome.
So quick tip for the future, it could actually also be, you could have used the stationary lights and shown them down on them, because it would have given the snow the right color effect. Would have been a nice way to kind of disguise it at a distance. Yeah, I was saying there, I wanted to tell chat that whenever I first saw that, but I didn't want to accidentally give you the idea during the competition. But yeah, that would have been a way to solve that. But either way, it looks really, really good. And I was even discussing with Kigi whenever we were interviewing him earlier that the fact that you did that kind of obligatory center of the lobby grand piano that almost no one ever plays. I mean, you gotta have it there, otherwise it's not legit, right?
Yeah, of course. It's only for YouTube, Cloud, and Instagram.
Exactly. Well, either way, thank you so much for your beautiful city tour. Folks, again, for your consideration, twitch.tv/usually_working. Best of luck in the rubrics and the voting, my friend.
Thank you, guys. See you later.
Anytime. All right, so the highest pop actually was Toady with 28K. And we are going to be opening up the polls now. Remember, the poll is for your favorite city, not your favorite streamer. So hang on, chat vote. And then let's see here. 1 is the Chic 12. 2 is Toady. YPQ. 3 is usually_working. Be sure to vote for who you think did the most phenomenal job. The polls are open for the next 5 minutes, folks. Next 5 minutes. Be sure to take things into consideration, think hard about what you want, and also, if you are in a situation where you cannot see the Twitch poll, you can always use the following commands: /vote1, /vote2, /vote3, and /vote4 to figure out who, or to identify who you want to vote for. Obviously, /vote4, not relevant. Tough choice today. Good luck to all three. It's gonna be tough. This is definitely a toughie. I actually need to take a look at my rubric really quick. So, this one, yeah, ooh, yeah. So in that one, if I give you the points that I think you got. Ooh, yeah, that is a close one on my rubric. Oh my goodness gracious. That turned out very close. Very, very close on the rubric. I can't wait to see what happens with the chat vote now. Oh my goodness. This ended up kind of splendiferous. Kind of sort of some... Yes. I'm sure he does, Maestro. I'm sure he does. /vote for OMG, the chat vote. I know, right? It's so tough to vote. You guys are tying again, aren't you? Remember, vote for your favorite build today and not your favorite streamer. Exactly. Exactly. Everyone, be sure to vote. Make your votes heard. Make sure it counts. And it's going to be absolutely excellent regardless. There we go. At least not mobile. Wait, I can't find the poll. That's okay, cheater codes. You can say /vote space 1 to vote for Sheik, /vote space 2 for Toady, or /vote space 3 for usually working. Yeah, use /vote. That's why we have that command up there on screen for you. Ah, it does vote with that. Yes, it does vote with that. 100%. Yes, one to at top of chat screen, or as Kaz just explained. Yes, as Kaz just explained. Bummer, only one free vote. Nope, only one vote, period. We don't do any paid votes here. We don't give subs double votes. We don't do any of that. It's all about keeping it fair, keeping it cordial, and making sure that we vote for our favorite builds. Or /vote for to vote for the schedule. What? Yes, /vote for to vote for the schedule. And while we're waiting for the polls to wrap up, I want to go ahead and remind you of a couple things. First of all, remember next week, the final for this month's Cities in a Snap. Number 2, make sure you hop in the Discord. We'll be chatting there for a while after stream today, as usual, talking about the future of the event, how today went, and getting ideas for the future. That's what it's all about. And also, number 3, make sure that you are following us on all the relevant social media channels. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We are also on Facebook now. Be sure to do all of that. And also, thank you to all of those that help run it on the back end. Obviously to Kazwife for keeping me alive, hydrated, and tweeting the day of. Thank you to Cities Dork for running the Facebook. Thank you to King Prox for helping manage the Discord and run the Instagram now. Thank you to Dawn Lane and Kitty Claude for keeping me alive on the back end, and also Kitty Claude for helping with the giveaways. And thank you to our various moderators, such as Cuboid, Nightmorphus, Kiki85, DC Shadow Demon, and others who help manage the event the day of and keep chat a safe and fun environment for everyone. Now, guys, is there a time limit on the voting? Yes, 5-minute time limit on voting. Awesome job on screen, guys. Thank you very much, Dr. Grunt. It's a pleasure to put on for you. It's an absolute pleasure. And remember, folks, if you want to contribute and try and keep this event alive and well, there are lots of ways you can do that. There goes 3M for me. And Quarter Pounder makes sure that they stay up every Saturday, super late, just so that they can see Cities in a Snap. That is legendary. Absolutely legendary. Thank you for the plug there, Morphus. And also, folks, if you want to check me out on my personal streams, I stream at twitch.tv/KazGem 4 days a week, typically, sometimes more. 2 days of those are City Skylines, Monday, Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, Thursday, you can catch me playing Europa Universalis 4, where I'm currently playing as France. And on the city streams, we just started a new city together, and it's going to be absolutely perfect and beautiful. We'll be back in there on Monday. It's going to be so fun, so great. Awesome community. Come on by and check it out. Welcome, even if I don't know who that host is. I know, right? PSG versus Bayern Munich Finals. I don't know what that is. Thanks to all who put this together. Thank you, Joe Built the City. It's a pleasure to do. And we have the chat vote now. Let me go ahead and add that into the rubric. And it looks like we do have a winner as per the rubric. Yep, they're still checking. All right. So, folks, in conjunction with the chat vote as well as my personal rubric, the winner of Cities in a Snap August qualifiers number 3 is...
Hey.
Congratulations, Toady, on winning Cities in a Snap.
Oh, you're crazy.
No, I'm not crazy. You won. You did great. You had such a beautiful city. You did such a great job embracing the theme, bringing an awesome perspective to it of kind of the big corporate bad guys coming to take over your little tiny city of awesomeness. And you did such a great job of integrating that. You had lots of fun little details, and it looks like chat definitely agreed with me on that. It's just a phenomenal job. So how's it feel? Do you feel as stressed anymore? Hopefully you don't feel as stressed.
It's good. It's a good stress now. I mean, now there's potentially next week, I guess, isn't there?
Yeah, next week. You gotta come back next week and strut your stuff again. So, would you recommend Cities in a Snap to a friend now?
Yeah, I definitely think, I mean, even, let's say I hadn't won all the crazy support. Like, I mean, of course I've got my gang here and they're rooting me on, but so many like other people names that I've seen in the cities community came out and were like, yeah, do your thing, da 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 da. The anonymous supporter, the support from people who I don't already know and love was so wicked. And I'm hoping to like, you know, meet these new people and go and hang out in their streams and do all that stuff. So yes, do join. Also, it's a competition and you get to learn what that's like, and it's good. It's a good high.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you've enjoyed it, and we'll look forward to seeing how you perform next week. But for now, I'm going to leave you to your adoring fans, and we'll be chatting with you later, my friend. Again, once again, congratulations. Phenomenal job.
Thanks, Kazam.
Anytime. And folks, that is going to end it here. Be sure to stick around. We're going to be going on a quick raid after a brief message, and we'll be joining Toady YPQ. And folks, I want to encourage you to stick around and join us in this raid. It's going to be absolutely great. Be sure to come hang out in Discord. Thank you to those that have subbed and all that today. It really means a lot. All those subs and gifts, it helps keep this event afloat, keeps it from disappearing. And I just want to thank you all again for being here. And without further ado, this is KazGem signing out. See ya!